Hey guys, ArchieLuxury here. How are you people today? Have I come on too early? Have I come on too late? You tell me, what do you think, guys? I'm trying to tap into that UK market. The UK market. What do you think, guys? I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say, guys. I thought I'd come out a bit earlier just to see what's going on, but maybe I shouldn't have. Maybe I should. Who we got? We got Trapper John. Hey Trapper, how are you?
Hey Arch, good. How are you?
To be completely honest with you, man, just between you and me, no one's fucking watching. I am so shitted off with the watch market.
Me too.
Very quickly,
hey,
Frozen.
I'm gonna be
5.
listening. I'm just heading out to my shop, so I'm gonna mute myself for a minute.
Yep. Frozen Yukon of $5. Monday afternoon with the Pontiff Fridge Fund. Yes, thank you. Frozen Yukon, that's a really nice way to start the show. I absolutely appreciate it. Absolutely appreciate it. And I'm trying to see if I can get James on the show. See if I can get James. That's Showcase Watchers. He's a good guy. Showcase. He's a good guy. I want to have a chat to Tim today. I want to have a bit of a word to him. I'm a little bit cheesed off with him. We'll talk about that when he comes online. What can I say? The whole world is crazy. It's just crazy, man. It's just nuts. Absolutely nuts. What can I say? Absolutely crazy. The prices, it's nuts, man.
Are you there? Are you there?
Yeah, I got to tell you, Trapper, just between you and me, fuck, the whole watch market is shit. You know what I hate about it, man?
What's that?
These are all speculators. They're not watch enthusiasts.
Yeah, it's
They don't
easy
have
to
they don't
it's
have the
easy
love
to
for this shit.
talk about the money, you know, which is kind of a problem, especially when things are going so crazy. So it's easy to slip into that, I guess. As it were.
I got to tell you, so many people, the flexing, just look at me, look at me. I don't know if this is the hobby that I once loved.
Yeah, I agree.
I don't know if this is the hobby that I once loved and cared about.
Well, I think when Instagram came on the scene, and I've said it before, you're constantly bombarded with the constant flex, and then kids grow up thinking that's what's cool, and I don't know. I agree with you. People don't have the
I just feel really
mechanical
dirty
love.
and cheap. I just feel dirty. I just don't understand anymore. You know what I mean? Like this hobby, they just want to. Yeah, it's nice to make some money. Yeah, I get it. That's cool, man. That's cool. But you know what? I thought we were in this hobby not about money. Today's
Yeah,
poll question: is the watch hobby destroyed by investors?
maybe you can pinpoint this, but when did we jump the question of, hey, I want to buy this watch. Do you think I'll lose money? To now the question is, hey, I want to buy this watch. How much do you think I'll make? And I don't know
Exactly,
when that
man.
happened. It seems like it just kind of came on all at once. I don't know.
That's. It's just. I gotta be honest with you, man. It's just shit. The whole hobby. Just flexing. Look at me. They get a. Here we go. Patrick Philippe, $10. Arch, these super chats aren't very super. I'm going to start sending money on PayPal so you get 100%. Dan, that gaggle. Please confirm your. Okay, guys, I've pinned the link. The link is pinned. It's ArchieLuxury72@gmail.com. That's the link.
I'd also recommend making a note of your screen name so when the pontiff receives it, he can kind of have an idea of who he's looking at.
Yeah. It's I got to tell you, man, it's terrible.
It's a vicious game. I think it would even be, yeah, I don't know. I would give up the whole inflated market for maybe maintaining a certain amount of your original purchase and being able to get the watches from the AD. Even if there was a 3-month wait. I mean,
Look,
it seems like there's some sort of middle ground here that's, I don't know.
I got to tell you, these speculators have destroyed. I've actually made a video about this actual topic, and I've actually worked out. I've pinpointed where it comes from. I'll explain it to you in a minute. Just let me catch up on these super chats. Patrick
Yes, sir.
Philippe, thank you so much, man. I depend on this to survive. Ronnie Paul, $5. Arch, I've never seen such window licking over certain people than what I've seen on some of the channels lately. Man, I got to tell you, I had that expat guy. You know, that Aussie expat is in Vegas. And he was telling me he brings cakes, Krispy Kremes into his dealer. Fuck me dead, man. I'm just a customer who wants to buy something. You know, I don't want to lick your asshole out. You know, and the horrible thing about it is these people who are doing all these tricks, most of them are real assholes in real life.
Well, I live 3 hours away from the only AD, so I can't pop in there with fucking cakes and creams, you know.
In your case, you would bring a dead goose that you've just shot. Oh, I just shot this. Here you go. You bring a goose in.
I bought him a nice bottle of whiskey as a thank you on our last one. I don't know how to convey the point that I'm not a flipper, you know. But
we'll just come back in wearing it. That's what you do, man.
Yeah.
Here we go. Helmet.
Gotta give it.
Helmet 56, $10. For about the same price, would you buy a 2013 Submariner new old stock with stickers or a 2017 Submariner 96 condition? 96 condition. Agree, Arch. Want to buy a watch, yet the price gouging has turned me off. You know what?
I
honestly think myself, I don't particularly like to buy sticker ones. Okay, because I want to wear my watches. The premium for stickers is, I'd probably go for the 17 as long as it's both box papers and there wasn't. I mean, what's the 4% detraction? I personally want to wear a watch. I don't want to keep it as a safe queen. I want to wear my Rolex.
I agree. Everything you said.
Okay.
Mirrors for me, but I would go with the 17 for the simple fact that the Lume is that much newer. And,
look, well, this is super Luminovo, so
I know, but it does.
But I'd tend to say myself, generally speaking,
I didn't really think about it, Arch, as the Super Luminova until I started looking at watches that were from, you know, like 2001, which to me seems like it was just yesterday.
Well, that's standard Luminova. That's standard Luminova. It wasn't super, and that'd be a Swiss.
Okay.
That'd be Swiss.
Okay.
That'd be Swiss. Look, let me say this to you, Trapper. Look, you know what? I don't want to get into Lume. I've never been impressed by Lume. Lume doesn't matter. Irrelevant. I remember I was in the hobby in the late 90s where people were saying, oh, the new ones, they got Lume. It's amazing. They were shitting on the tritium.
I sleep with my watch and I do a lot of work in the dark. And so Lume
and the tritium, I got to tell you, man, the tritium is absolutely, that's collectible. Tritium hands, tritium dial. Speak of the tritium king. Hello, Bear. How are you?
Hi, guys.
Do you have to have a Geiger counter to have tritium?
Quickly, Bear, would you rather buy a 2013 Submariner new old stock with stickers or a 2017 Submariner 96%, so it's been worn a little bit? What would you prefer, a newer one worn or a 2013? I said I'd personally go for the newer one because stickers means nothing. Unless you're going to keep it in stickers, it's kind of senseless. And I tell you this now, there's a lot of fakes, like the non-Rolex stickers. People put stickers. I say it's got stickers. It's sticker. Hang on a minute. Is that Rolex stickers? Or these are... Fuck it, man. Watches are for wearing. It's like people who keep the plastic on their couch. Did you buy a couch to sit on the plastic? Or... did you... Well, what the fuck is this? You remember, especially new immigrants, they would keep it wrapped to keep it... Well, when are you going to actually rip off the plastic and enjoy this sofa?
And I bought used
Does that make sense to you, Bear?
I bought used furniture on Craigslist, and none of it was stickered, so...
Frozen Yukon, can we... $5, can we get a bear growl?
Hi, Frozen
Bear,
Defender. Nice to see you. Hi,
I got to
Mikey.
tell you something. I'm angry at Tim at the moment.
Why?
Okay, let me tell you why. Okay,
Hold on a sec.
I'm angry at Tim. The reason I'm angry at Tim is he goes around, yeah, it's all miserable. He got into the show. He lied to us. He reckons he can't get in. He got in.
Yeah, well, I
What
told
this?
you I was.
What's this bullshit?
listening.
He's telling me, yeah, it's just how it is. He got in. Did he get in or didn't he get in? And why is he lying to us? He didn't get in.
That part I don't know.
I want to know.
Apparently-
I want to call him
apparently
out.
Well, call him out. Apparently, there were like 2 shows or something. But when you guys were talking yesterday, I listened. I got into middle of the show, and you guys were saying, "Well, he never got the tickets." I'm like, I seen him in a live stream, and he was in a show.
Well, why didn't he correct me
jumping-
then? Why didn't he correct me?
I don't know.
Because he's a fucking liar. That's why. He just wants sympathy and patheticness. He's got a platinum Amex, all the hot Rolexes, and he wants to pretend to be poor. I had a fucking enough of him.
Yeah. By the way, I really like your shirt, Paul.
Huh, thank
You're
you.
looking good. You're looking good today. I have to say, it looks nice on you, and it makes you look thinner
Bear.
and more distinguished, nicer.
Yeah, black always makes you look thinner. That's just a known fact.
This is navy blue, if I see it correctly.
Well,
You look
yeah.
good. Honestly,
black
you
and
look
dark
really
blue.
good. Listen, James got his shtick. I don't know.
I'm sick of it. I'm sick of the lies. I want to know the truth.
Well,
The one
yesterday
thing-
Tim really seemed flattened. He seemed like down. He seemed deflated. He seemed like
Did you
he
see
wasn't
those
allowed into
fuckwits at the show?
And now you say
Flexing boy, flexing buff boy,
yeah,
taking photo. Has he not learned any fucking security things? He got robbed for $1 million. He's in the
wearing a
middle
backpack.
of a fucking hotel room, hotel lobby, photographing a tourbillon, gold tourbillon. What the fucking idiot is this guy?
Well, what do you wait? Let me ask you a question. Do you really expect the watch dealers to be high intellectuals? Like seriously, Paul, come on now. Let's put things into perspective, okay? Second, I did notice one thing that I was disappointed with, and that would be if I'm Tim, I would never again try to approach TPG. It seemed that he was very standoffish with him. He was very.
Did it seem to you, Bear, like he was kind of like swatting at a fly, like kept turning away from him?
Yeah.
I mean,
there was a vibe there.
Nico was awesome. Nico is always welcoming, always fun, always has nice things to say. And I'm not saying that because he's my friend, but I really like him.
Nico's
And
informative. He's informative.
No, I'm not even.
I forgot to do my weigh in. I'll be back. Let me do the weigh in today,
Sure.
Bear.
Sure,
I went
go
out.
ahead.
I went out
Yeah.
with plastic yesterday. So not plastic.
What's-
Sauvron.
Yeah.
Sauvron. Fuck, did he even ordered no sugar Coke. And wontons. He didn't even fucking like wontons. Last time he came, he didn't fucking eat anything. He goes, oh yeah, let's get spring rolls, wontons. Yeah. Oh, hang on a minute. Who's paying? Fuck me dead. Fuck me. CB $10. Cheers to the show. Best show on YouTube.
He'll
CB.
buy-
Hey,
he'll
Arch,
buy your lunch
remember
next time,
yesterday I
Arch, so.
told you we'd be saying goodbye to a good friend?
Yes.
Yeah.
Already spotted it, Mike. I already spotted it.
Oh.
Mikey,
Very
you look
distinguished. He looks
Mikey, you look
really
good.
good.
What do you
Good,
think?
Mike. I love
You
it.
look 1,000 times different.
I'll
You
be
look
back.
younger.
I'll do a
You
weigh
look
in.
younger. You look younger, 100%. Good for you.
I've
Looks
always,
clean.
I think I've always looked better with short hair.
I'm telling you, man. Very
Yeah,
nice.
very slick. Very slick.
Very
Yeah.
nice.
Nice and
But
short.
The comment I wanted to make about these big stars is Nico was very approachable. Even Roman was approachable, and Adrian, his guy, they were kind of nice and approachable. This TPG guy's got zero personality, man. And you know what? I'm not a hater. I actually follow his show. I'm a subscriber. I watch him. I was supportive of him even when everyone else was shitting on him. But the more I get to see this guy, the more I get to hear this guy, I'm starting to realize he's
an
a
asshole.
Yeah, man. I don't want to say it, but hey,
Fucking, he's a fucking dick, and he's an
man.
asshole.
In all honesty, the guy is not even. I mean, if we want to compare Nico and Roman to him, these guys are much more successful,
I
much
get the
more
feeling that
established.
he's trying to appear like those guys is the vibe I get. I don't know if it,
And,
maybe he's busy as hell. I don't know. But
and he could, nothing wrong with that, but you don't have to be so standoffish. And you know what? I noticed he has like a very serious face and I don't give a fuck type of face until it's Roman around or the guy from Sierra Jewelers or the Nico. And then he kind of smiles, he plays the role. When
It's
that's
because he's a
over, he
fucking
goes back
asshole.
to-
The guy's a fucking asshole.
What did I just say?
You know, Paul.
Was this on Tim's stream, Bear, or where?
Yeah. Notice that.
He's got a fucking ego that's just too big for his britches. You know.
And my advice to Tim would be, listen, you know what? If the guy acts like that, you don't have to. I mean, he's not same league like Roman. Okay, let's be honest. Even from the perspective of the size of his business, he's not the same league like Nico either. He's not even same league.
He's a fucking idiot. The guy's a fucking idiot.
You know, Paul, remember when I argued with you and I was giving him benefit of a doubt? And in all honesty, the more I see of him, the more I learn of him, the more he appears to be like a total douche. And I don't understand why. I mean, if you want to be...
Look what goes on around him. You know, he's pulled that monster move on the whole internet world 6 months ago and fucked with everybody's mind. And now he's had this really mysterious theft happen that like has gotten no media attention. Like, did it really happen? Did it happen? Did it not happen? And then you got to ask all these questions like, what the fuck are you doing walking around with $1 million worth of shit in your backpack, doing deals in the backseat of a car? All these questions. And like I said, where there's smoke, there's usually fire. Okay, and this guy is just one big fucking smoke cloud. He's a walking smoke cloud, and he's already now at this point he's cried wolf twice, as far as I'm concerned, and that's all I got to say.
Thomas G super chat, thank you.
Thomas G super chat, €5. Watched a few minutes Miami CRM video. It makes me wanna vomit. They seem to value watches per kilo or how blingy they are. Archie, the one and only, man. I gotta tell you, Bear, I came this close yesterday to leaving the hobby.
No, listen, you need to.
Yes,
you need to.
Yes, I want to sell the lot. You know what I want to do, Bear? I'll tell you now. Keep the sub, keep the reverso, keep the 5196. Everything else gone. I had enough. I don't even like this hobby anymore. I had enough. Douchebags.
You're paying attention to douchebags. Don't pay attention to douchebags. You are your own entity.
Yeah, Archie, you can't quit, man. You're the OG. You fucking own
$50,000 for his course. Would you do his course?
Fuck no.
How to be a douchebag?
$50,000?
That cannot be possible. I don't believe.
Give me $50,000 and I'll give a course.
No, I don't believe that can be true. That's just not possible. I'm sorry. I don't.
And he's got guys he works with selling spider monkeys. Do you realize I've done a bit of research on these spider monkeys, right?
Oh yeah. They
you realize when they're adults, they get attached
Lux
to you.
Report.
And Lux Report. Lux Report. We love our Lux Report. £2. Paul, BQ, Tim, Khalil all sucking up to timepiece gentlemen.
Who is BQ?
BQ Watches, is that a channel, I think?
Okay, I'm not familiar, but
I don't know who
why
it is, Bear, but
why
that
would
popped into my head.
You know what?
Khalil-
I got to be honest
Khalil-
with you, right? You know what? Can I say something to you, Bear? You know, if
Okay.
and when I go to the UK, right? Can I tell you something?
Yep.
I don't want to have anything to do with these fucking douchebags.
Well, no. I'm sorry. I'm going to disagree. I mean, you have absolutely great relationship with Paul Thorpe, and you don't have bad
Yeah.
opinion about Paul Thorpe, and that's with the right reasons.
No. Yeah.
Why would you have anything against Roman Sharf? I don't know if Roman
Roman's
is actually
cool.
going there.
He's not a douchebag.
Nico is your supporter, and Nico is actually very fun and cool guy. So don't generalize. You tend to sometimes generalize. I mean, TPG is such a small, irrelevant component of this that I don't think it's worth making.
Oh, BQ Watches is
observations.
Spencer. BQ Watches.
Okay, Spencer is cool.
I got to
Nothing
tell you,
wrong with
Bear,
that.
seriously, Bear,
Mm.
do you ever get sick of this hobby, man? What are you wearing there? What that looks so fucking cool on your wrist? What the fuck is that?
And,
Is that the Railmaster?
OP?
No, this
Oyster
is the
Perpetual.
Oyster
41. It's a
Perpetual.
41 with the silver dial.
That's correct.
OP41. Nice.
With the gold hands. That was the hottest one when they first came out. It's beautiful.
I like it
very
very
And you know what I
much.
love about it, Bear?
Tell me.
You know what I love about it?
Tell me.
Timepiece Gentleman doesn't like it. It's too plain. It's too plain for
Yeah,
him.
exactly. It doesn't have pave diamonds all over it.
I'll be honest with you, that Rainbow Daytona, everyone wants it.
Yeah.
Everyone is talking about it. It's ugly as spike. Let's be honest.
Let me say this to you, Bear.
You look like it's like a Liberace watch. It's like a honestly
exactly.
Liberace watch.
Yep.
Let's call spade a spade.
Lux
Somebody
Report,
needs to-
£2. They all say Timepiece Gentleman does not deserve the hate.
No, nobody deserves the hate except Pigsley and Mark Goldberg, but everybody else does not deserve the hate. I'm joking. Zhao Wei.
TPG shitted me off when I think it was the 2021 releases. He criticized Rolex for not changing a couple models enough, and that it was gonna, it would basically hurt his gray market business because it wasn't different enough. And that's when I quit watching him after that.
Zowie, $3. Rolex OP41 silver dial that is a Grail watch. That's a beautiful watch.
Gorgeous. It looks very gold.
Honestly,
I don't know if it's the
you know
light
what,
or-
Bear? I honestly want to have a douchebag free zone.
Okay.
For the end of this week, I don't want to see any two tones or gold watches on the this stream.
Okay. Sounds good to me.
That OP41 is definitely...
Unless it's white gold. White gold's the only thing you can sneak in.
Don't gotta worry about me.
No problem, Paul.
I'm
You're the pontiff.
still wearing
You're the
my
pontiff.
2-week rotation with my my deep sea.
That's beautiful. Diego
Next
M,
will-
$2. Arch,
This will be my
how did
Submariner.
you get John Mason on the panel?
Who is John Mason?
Manson,
he's
John
talking about-
Mason. I don't fucking know. I don't understand these quips. Diego, everybody's welcome on the panel. Ron the Shrink is in the crowd
Why
there.
is Paul?
Bear,
Why is your sound? Why is your sound breaking up? Like it goes and then breaks up. It's a little bit louder and keeps breaking. I just don't know. Do you
Sorry,
guys,
it's just
notice?
me. I mean,
No, maybe,
I think he's
maybe
turning
I'm not.
his head, Bear, and that mic catches.
yeah,
back
yeah.
there. Maybe.
It's just,
I don't know.
Bear, I just been down, man. It's just this hobby is so full of douchebags, man. You know what? First question, you go onto Instagram. Do you? I just got
Did you
this
see what I
watch. I
mean?
inherited this watch. What's it worth?
It
Your first
keeps
question.
cutting out.
Question.
It keeps
I think
cutting
it's
out.
just he's glitching
Yeah.
like before. Might be your signal, Arch.
Okay.
You're dropping frames a little bit. Yeah. Oh, there he's gone.
We'll see. Super chat.
He froze up.
Is he frozen?
Bear, it should be
Yeah.
better.
Okay.
No.
Super chat.
Bright blue comment $2. Bear, backstory on your dislike of Goldberg, please.
Frankly, this backstory deserves much more than $2. It's quite spicy and amazing, and it's worth to be paid at least $100. Then we can talk about the backstory. Otherwise, for $2, it's not really worth wasting a Pontiff's time. But thank you for your super chat.
Bear,
And I don't
that
know if
watch-
Paul will allow me to give the whole and full story, because Paul is very concerned about one aspect of that story.
yeah, I don't want to say things that we don't really know, and I got to be honest with you. I quite like him. I like Mark Goldberg. Okay,
No,
there
no,
you go. I
we,
said
we
it.
don't want to say the things we don't quite know for sure, because the old ugly queens go to Thailand for the good food, not for whatever. Come on, seriously.
Yeah, but you know what? I think a lot of these queens get ripped off.
Mm.
I think they're the victim. They're not necessarily the perpetrator. Personally, okay? CB $5. I've been out of country for a few weeks. I would like to congratulate Bear for all the new watches he purchased lately. Bear,
Thank you very much, CB.
He's-
Much appreciated.
Bear, I had a super collector contacted me yesterday. And he said to me, he's got a $2 million US collection.
Damn.
Okay.
And he said to me, these are all, he's got a lot of hype. He's got some Patek in there, hyped Patek, a lot of hype stuff.
Okay.
Does he sell, drop it now, cash out? He's got FB Journes, Patek, all the Rolex, all the hype shit. Does he dump it now, cash out? Or does he keep buying because it's going up and up and up? And I said to him, I said, look, stop. How important is the $2 million? I said, for example, example, you've got money owing on a house, you've got a bit of money owing on this. If you sold the watch collection and the $2 million paid off these things, and it really improved, it would allow you to retire. A lot of people are lucky to have $1 million for retirement, go as a couple. They're lucky to have $500,000, okay? Okay, so that's a life-changing amount. However, if this guy is worth $10 million, it represents 10%. $10 million, this is $2 million, is 20% of his wealth. But if this guy is worth $100 million, $100 million, it's only 2% of his worth. And he might already have a Bugatti. He might already have a Maserati, a Ferrari, a Lamborghini, a big apartment, a big house in New York. It's not gonna. What's he gonna do with it? Put it in the bank at half? What do you do with this money? Do you understand? It depends. What do you want to do with it?
Sorry to interrupt.
How
Paul.
badly? And he disagreed with me, Bear.
You keep freezing, Paul. Freezing, and
Sure.
it keeps breaking
Yeah.
the sound.
We can barely
I don't
hear
know
you.
why.
Your sound is kind of tweaking
I would
out.
suggest that the gentleman quit buying and leave some for the rest of us.
Super
Yeah,
chat.
If he has 100 million.
4.9 is fine.
4.9 is
Super
fine.
chat.
Okay. Dokey, $4.9 fine, $10. All of those popular watch guys are cringe as fike with their fake teeth and tans. Richard Mills, Lambos, etc. It's all about flexing. Instagram is toxic as hell for this hobby. Smaller channels are gold.
Yep. Marcelo time. Super chat.
Here we go. Marcelo times 610 yen. Could you send me a link? Sure, Marcelo time. We love you. We
I think
always love.
Instagram is toxic for everybody, and people who have teenagers growing up, I don't envy you, basically, because I think, man, it teaches them the wrong thing, it seems like.
Yeah, I got to be honest with you. I think this whole Instagram. Let me tell you something, guys. I worked it out. What happened, okay? After World War II, we had rationing. There was shortage of supplies. So what had to you had fuel rationing, had food rationing, building supply rationing. This was after World War II. Then the economy started going good in the 50s, and in the Western world in the 1960s it went exploded. And you know what happens when things get too good? People get cheeky. The whole thing changed. Suddenly we had oversupply. We had we had all this nasty shit because you could now negotiate. You could get a deal. You understand? Beforehand, you were lucky enough to get one. In fact, Patek, if you took your Patek in for service, they lent you another Patek to wear.
Right.
Because why would you have more than one? That would be greedy. Someone else would miss out. Don't do that. So what happened is, guess what happened? The French decided to make this game go. Hermes, the luxury handbag maker, said what we'll do is we'll limit supply. And it's like this, the girl who's not easy. We want what we can't have. Humans want what we can't have. Okay? It's funny, everybody desires a Mercedes or a Rolls Royce. What about that fucking piece of shit Pinto that some of us had? I don't fucking want that. It was a piece of garbage. Fuck that. Cars have come a long way. The Pinto.
I grew up in a Pinto.
I know, that's why I said it.
Was that the one
Why
you got
nobody
bumper
wants
collision on the rear?
Yes, it would explode. Exactly. Yeah, death trap. Now look, why is it, Bear? They don't want shit they can afford or have. They want stuff they can't have. So, Bear, what's happened is these marketers, they said, ooh, okay, we know how to play the game. You know who perfected it? Was Richmond and Pam. Pam came out first. They had limited editions. They fucked it up. They got greedy. Then Rolex. Rolex is a strange company. It's a charitable trust. They got all these rules in place. They couldn't fuck it up. They just... Let me say, just 1 minute there. Anthony Nepotano, $5. Archie, did you see the Ed Sheeran on Houdinki? Bring it up and have a look. Ed was pretty good. He didn't seem like a poser. He really seems into watches. No, I'm not going to bring it up because I get a copyright problem with that.
Yeah, but,
and also, I got to tell you, you know what? Houdinki is a jealous fucker. I sent him in. He wanted a story of your first watch or this story. I sent it in to him. They never played it because they don't want to promote my channel. He's just a jealous little fuck. And he's got friends. I don't even know who the fuck Ed Sheeran is. I'd never heard of the fucker.
I did sing.
He did all
to me,
he did all the
new music is anything 1850 onwards. I don't know this fucking pop shit. You know, the Beebs. What's the Biebers? I don't know these Biebers, you know. Modern music to me is the Monkees, the Bee Gees, and the Beatles. And the rolling. That's it. That's modern music. What's this? I never heard of this fucking guy.
Don't worry about it. How about this new Zenith?
Guys, I need help. Fuck
What's
me,
wrong? What's wrong?
Fuck me. That's why I was late now. We're coming
What's
to
wrong?
you. What wrong? I mean, I tell you what's wrong. They, it seems, call me the success of your product, basically, because you make me successful and starting to be popular, and the rest of the guys starting to think. So they decide to find some tactics to fucking try to destroy me because I am your baby. So yeah, it started yesterday with Perth saying that Archie bending me, and everybody in the chat actually making noise and talking. Then Jonathan come and disturb, completely annoyed.
He's trouble. That guy's trouble, Bear. Jonathan is trouble.
And everybody got pissed. Everybody is pissed. Everybody is upset. Everybody's angry.
So why don't you just ban those two? That's it. Simple. Ban those two.
I took the ranges off. I took.
Yeah, but ban them. Why don't you ban those two guys?
Marcelo's channel is hilarious.
You can ban at the side.
It's Peyton's place.
Not in StreamYard, but in the stream. You can.
Archie, is okay.
There's three dots. Okay. Block user. Wait. 3 dots in StreamYard. You got at the side. It's got all the list, the comments. You can click on. Yeah, ban him. Well, that's it. End of story. That's it. All you got to do.
Okay.
That's it. Done.
So what? You have Jonathan on the live stream?
It was like also we discussed today. We say, look, because also Alex said, look, if you want to talk to me about watches, you can email me. You can talk to me, and then we can talk. If you come to the channel and you know that people hate you and you know that you create a problem, why you come to the channel? You know, it was simple as that. It was because always when you come, create.
Can I just interrupt you for 1 second?
Sure,
everyone that thinks that this Jonathan fucker is a complete piece of shit, please upvote.
Actually, yeah, and I'm gonna also, guys, we got a poll going, Bear. We have a poll. Do you see the poll today?
No, I see the PayPal.
Oh fuck, we didn't have a poll.
No, I see just the PayPal on it.
Well, let's ask, do you like Jonathan? Is Jonathan a tool?
No, I want you to look, guys. It's like
there we go.
For me,
I'm posting it now. Let's have a look. Is Jonathan a tool? Did that come up?
I'm gonna vote no. I like Jonathan. I'm going to vote no.
Look, for me, what make the big noise is Jonathan, Erking Ben, and one more guy. Actually, I forgot. But basically, these two guys are very, very big noise in the channel.
Like Archie said, Marcelo, just ban them. Fucking forget about it. Move on with your life.
Let's Bear.
You're giving way too much attention to nobody.
Seems to be just bad juju all the way around.
Look, I want to say this to you guys. This hobby, I was telling the story. So what happened is, Bear, after World War II, they had shortages, rationing. Then the 70s, things went ballistic, crazy, oversupply like Elvis. It got fat. And then, you know what, Bear? You know what?
Yeah, what? How
discounting.
Do you like Zenith?
I don't mind it, but
looks like a copycat to me.
Yeah, it's very. I do like the idea of the sub-seconds at the side. That's kind of cool.
Yes, I like that too. I like that would got my attention.
That is a seconds, or that's not a power reserve, right?
No, that's a seconds.
Seconds. Wow, Zowie, $8. I've been offered Jawn, gold subs, gold Daytona, offshore at retail, but paying $50,000 for a watch. I can't do it. I'm stuck sub $20,000. What's wrong?
Price of Rolex.
Sub 20,000. Well, yeah, she's right. Like she's right. She's right. There should be.
Subs are 20,000 right now.
There should be. We don't have any more Rolex watch under 10. We don't have any more Rolex watch under 10. We don't have anything actually near. What's it closest to 10? Well, this is closest to 10 on the secondary market. This is 10.
Yeah.
10,000.
Actually,
yeah.
How much is that? How much is that? 10 US, you mean, or Canadian?
US.
Yeah.
On the secondary.
What's the
market.
retail on that, Bear?
I gotta tell you in Canadian, 7.
Yeah,
7,
60
okay.
to 68 or 6,700.
You can't get it, but Bear.
That watch really kind
You
of
can't
landed on my
you know
radar
what? I
all
don't
of
know.
a sudden.
Well, from what I see,
If it was
but-
available in the store, would you even want the fucking thing?
yeah, actually, I like.
I
it.
would.
I like OP41.
yeah.
I really do.
Yeah, but that's only now we're saying that. But if when they were in the store, nobody wanted them.
no,
Well, not
No,
if there
that-
was subs and shit
I
like,
did.
next to them.
I had the 2 OP39s. I sold one. I kept OP39 wide dial. I like OPs. I think it's a very
They're a very good, underrated watch. They used to be really
Yeah.
popular in the past. They were really popular. That's
yeah.
what people bought, was an OP. You bought an OP because it was an automatic. That was amazing to have an automatic watch. That was the amazing thing. Zowie, $3. Zowie, $3. I mean, I can't pull the trigger on a Zowie. Let me say this to you.
Many people can. That's
Zowie. The most expensive watch I bought, 27.5, was that Patek 6006, which I should
I
never
want
have
to send
fucking
the mail. I want to
sold.
send the mail to this guy.
Just okay. But you know what? I don't need. You know what, Zowie? My world time was about 25,500. That's a lot of hurt money to me. 25,000 Aussie is Zowie's in Aussie dollars. That's like 25,000 Canadian. That's a lot of money. That's a lot of money, Bear.
of course, man.
25,000. You know, a Camry used to be about that. You could get one for about 30. Brand
the
new
mo-
Camry.
Most popular luxury watch price that most of the people are comfortable is between 5 and 10. That's the price range that luxury watches are kind of making people feel not in a position to be really hurting. There's still a lot of money, don't misunderstand me, but when you have to pull out 50K for a watch, I don't care who you are. I don't care how rich you are. It's a
That's a house
significant,
deposit, Bear.
yeah. It's a lot of money. A lot of money.
How do you save
So-
50,000?
I know places I could have bought 3 homes for 50,000.
Yeah. For sure.
I don't know what to say anymore. $50,000? That's so much money. What do these people do for
50,000,
jobs? Can I ask you that? What do these fuckers do for jobs?
Hey, that's a good question.
They're
Paul.
probably
I mean,
born into money, or they're fucking super rich, or they just worked really hard and have a lot of excess money.
Real estate. I think real estate. A lot of people have made money just real estate.
Real estate. There's also a lot of cyber crypto millionaires. Then there is stock market.
They're broke now, Bear. They're broke. They're broke now.
Not,
this week.
Not yet.
Nah.
Not yet. I mean, it went down, but I'm saying it was overinflated stock market. The cryptocurrencies were out of whack. Real estate is out of whack. So a lot of people got rich unexpectedly.
I
And
think
that
a lot
drove-
of people. I think a lot of people use debt too. I mean, I think it would surprise everybody how
Yeah.
much debt is used.
Yeah, for sure.
Speaking of debt, we've got Diego joining us. Hello, Mr. Debt. How are you?
Doing good. I just wanted to come on and say I really like Mike's haircut. John Mason was Sean Connery in the movie The Rock. Do you remember?
Thanks,
And then-
thanks,
Right.
Vlad. Thanks, Diego.
Yeah, and then Archie, you're looking good in your black shirt, and Bear, you're looking nice and clean shaven.
And you bring up
Thank you.
Very nice.
that Jonathan guy because why? Because my hair looks like his.
John Mason, not Jonathan
John
Higgins.
Mason? Or yeah,
Yeah.
Who's John Mason?
oh.
Who the fuck is John Mason?
I think it's an
He's,
actor that my hair looks like.
No,
Sean
he's
Connery
Sean
played him in The
Connery.
Rock.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a
Okay.
compliment. It's a big compliment.
Bobby Google. Bobby
Okay.
Google.
Thank
Bobby
you.
Google.
Thank you.
It's a huge
Kind
compliment.
of went. Phew.
Well, Nicolas
Missed
Cage
it,
was
but-
in that movie, so nobody fucking remembers it.
Yeah, I remember that movie, The Rock. What's his name?
Super chat from Anton.
Fish
May.
Face. Fish Face was in that movie.
Anton May, $2. Looking good, boys. And we've got Orange Grove, $5. Diego was spot on with that reference. Thank you
Bring
so
it up,
much.
Paul. Bring it up.
Hey.
Let's see. Let's see.
Everybody,
Let's see.
everybody loves my hair so much. Let's see some super chats come in to Archie for my haircut.
Mike needs to tip his barber.
That's
you
the
need
only
to search.
reason. That's the only reason I cut my hair was to get super chats for Archie.
I don't know.
You
gotta
need to
search,
put you need to put in The Rock or something.
Sean Connery, The Rock. Yeah,
There you go.
there we go. Because
Wow,
in the
that's-
beginning of the movie, he had long hair, and then he got a haircut.
Yep.
So cool.
See, there's Mike the Snake,
Before,
and after.
after.
There you go.
Hell yeah. That's a pretty high compliment, Mike, because that was James Bond at one time. So
Yes, it was one of my heroes too.
for sure.
I gotta tell you, Bear Clooney.
Yes, sir.
What the fuck's happened to this world? Normal middle class people can't get Rolex.
We're
You
getting
can't
old,
walk
Paul.
into-
We're getting old. We're getting
You can't go
old.
into Hermes and buy a Kelly. Impossible, isn't it? Impossible. Birkin,
Ooh, what
Kelly.
A disaster. What a disaster.
What's
What a
harder to
tough
get?
life.
Tell me this: a steel Submariner from the AD, or a Birkin or a Kelly. What's harder to get?
Finch super chat before anything else.
Ooh, Finchy, $2. Mike the Rock. Yes, indeed. And we got Poker Rich 9.
Another porno.
AC3 bought 116515 LN RG Arabic dial on Oyster today. AC3 bought a 116515 LN RG Arabic dial on Oyster. Good on you. Good on you. Well
Congratulations.
done.
That's a huge
Timepiece Fun, $2. Thoughts on the VC Overseas Dual Time Black Dial 27.1? I never really.
Which
They're-
version?
they're-
Which generation? Gen
Yeah,
3,
which
I'm assuming,
generation?
right? Because if it's Gen 3, that's a really good deal.
Yeah, Gen 3.
it's-
That's a hell of a deal.
Gen
it's the
2s are
second
expensive
generation-
now, Bear.
Yeah, if it's second generation, just don't even bother. That's a fucking
Yep.
garbage.
Ooh, Bear.
Yes, sir.
100%. Me, Bear and I are on exactly the same level there.
Yeah, I got to tell you,
Thank you.
Bear. What's harder, to get a sub from a Rolex AD or a Birkin or a Kelly from a Hermes store?
To be honest with you, I don't know that market with Birkins and Hermes. I really don't know. So
It's
I
a
can't
rigged
comment
game,
on that.
Bear. You've basically got to spend. Double what the product is to get the offer. They don't even offer it to you, Bear. Do you
To be
understand?
honest, Archie, I think you almost have to pivot where you find happiness in the hobby at. You just gotta. Unfortunately, if the hype shit is way out of line, you gotta find something else within the realm that you like and just go after it. And fuck you to everybody who calls it a shitter.
Yeah, I don't know anymore, guys. I'm just disappointed. I'm disappointed, Bear. Bear, do you think if collectors like you released their collection, the market would turn back to normal?
Possible. I kind of feel targeted at the moment, but that's okay. It's a good question.
Oh,
It's a fair question. On one hand, what's normal? What is normal to you, Paul? What do you mean by normal? Basically, to have a Rolex in the cases, you can try it on, maybe get a discount on some.
Yeah.
Not be selling high premium on the secondary market.
Just go and be able to get one.
Would you like that? Would you?
Yeah, I
would.
would.
You like
I
to
would
see,
like that.
Would
Yeah.
you like to see no more premiums for any watches?
Yes.
Why?
Because it's not about the investment.
Some very noisy people there, guys. Mute yourself. It's very rude to be
I did. I'm
banging,
sorry.
sliding,
I thought I did.
and
Sorry.
just be polite, guys. Bit of manners, guys. The world doesn't revolve around your asshole. Now, let me say this to you, Bear.
Yes, sir.
Like me, middle-aged, overweight white guy.
Yes. Yes. And guess what? Just one interruption. Guess what, Diego? Even though we're overweight, our wife still loves us. I listened to your bullshit on Marcelo time. I want to slap you like a little bitch, but I let it go. Just so you know. I wanted to slap you so fucking bad. Fuck, I wanted to slap you, but I love you. I love you. So I say, I'm not going to comment. Continue, Paul.
Well, sorry.
I got to tell you, Bear,
It was for the
seriously,
both of us.
it
She's
feels
happy.
good for us because we've made a bit of money. Okay, we're sitting on a big chunk of... But the problem is, you look at me before. I got the Calatrava. I got a small inheritance from my granddad. I got the Calatrava. Sold the Calatrava, got the gold sub. It was just something different to try. Sold the gold sub, and then got the world time. Just something different to try each throw of the dice. So I couldn't really afford to have all three of those. Right? I have one. So that's what it is. I tried the Calatrava. That was beautiful. Gold sub. That was great. Tried the world. So I had a sample. You had a little test of this. Went to this. And then, now... You remember before I used to do one watch per brand? Remember that phase, Bear?
Yes.
I tried a Hoya Caliber 11. I love that. Breguet, Super Ocean, Breitlings. I had Pam. I had Omega, Rolex. I had so many good brands.
Ooh.
IWC.
That's right.
That was fun, right? Then I cashed
I
out, tried some Rolex. Tried some Rolex, enjoyed them. Then I thought, I got some Pateks coming out. Okay, got some Pateks. And then you know what happened? The market went shit. I couldn't get a Rolex back for love nor money.
But
I slid out.
You did manage to get some Rolex, so...
Here we go,
Super chat from
GB.
GB.
$2. How many km to the sun? 1 billion kilometers to the sun. Laugh out loud. And then, you know what, Bear? I want to drive to the sun, GB. We'll do that. We'll drive to the sun. Bear, I'm too scared. So then I had to plead with the audience. Only person who came true was MJT.
True.
And then I went to Sydney. I had a friend of mine said, do you want a Milgauss or an Explorer 2? And I'd learnt the game. You know what I said? I'll take both. I took a cash advance. I'll take both.
That was a good move. You have to admit that was a very good move.
He said, no, just take the Milgauss because you're going to get a Pepsi anyhow. Your friend's getting you a Pep. I said, no. Let's take both. Let's just sit. It's just as well I did that. Because those Explorer 2s in my country are $17,000 now.
Yeah, not just in your country, everywhere.
It's Aussie dollars, 17, 18 Aussie. And you know what, Bear? Now, look at my collection. Okay, so what did I get rid of? I got rid of the Tudor. And I was going to buy it back, and I thought, you know what? The tuner's nothing. Nothing watch, really.
I really believe, just because while you're talking, I also thought about your question. I think if crypto really crashes, that would significantly reduce the number of douchebags with watches.
Yeah.
Significantly.
Wall
I think
Street,
it's-
Wall Street traders are douchebags
in some pseudo sadistic way. I do wish to see crypto crash big time.
Poker Rich
I feel
9.
like there would still be a market for subs. Sorry, go ahead.
€1.80 AC3 sell watches via grey dealer or private sale. Probably private sale.
Not me. I would never deal with private sale. You think I'm gonna deal with idiots? Come on, seriously. I'll lose money, but I'll sell it to the grey market dealer. That's my opinion.
Let me say this to you, Bear. I got to tell you this seriously. I'm thinking about cashing out, man. I'm not hobby. The hobby doesn't make me happy. I don't need. How many
So what are you
watches?
gonna do? Are you gonna start collecting Birkins exclusively now? Is this gonna be the new thing? Birkins in all different colors?
I got to tell you, Bear, seriously, how many watches does a man really need?
Or
Hey,
Bear,
listen,
will
you can-
he?
You
Bear,
can always
maybe he'll
switch.
go on the hunt and start looking at more watches, more watch
Or
content.
maybe switch to Tissot's and Hamiltons and Boulevards and Longines and maybe even Oris. How about I mean you could
Seiko.
do
You
that.
want to see Archie with a Seiko?
Seiko, but like a really Seiko 5, you know what I mean? Something like that.
Seiko 5.
And we'll see how that goes. I mean, you never know. It could be good for your channel.
Maybe something Swiss, like a Swatch.
Maybe Swatch. Bunch
Now,
of G-Shocks.
I got to tell you,
I bought a
Bear.
new G-Shock.
Did you?
Yep.
Bear,
I'll
let me just
reveal
tell
it
you
when
this,
it comes.
Bear. The problem is, right? The Patek's, what do I sell in Patek? Okay? World Time, keep it. That's my best watch. The annual calendar, keep it. That's got potential. Keep the two Calatravas. I got a white gold and I got a manual wine. Keep both of those. They're kind of, those are nice. The
And
Rolex, you
your
would never
reverser.
sell any of those Rolex. Keep the Speedy. You never sell the Speedy. I'll never get one for that price.
And the
The
Reverso.
Reverso, that's personal. That's it. There's nothing I can sell. Absolutely nothing, Bear.
Agreed. I told you. You know what I'm really craving? I'm really craving if somebody would consider having their collection review, live collection review. If you are, we have a sale going. The regular reviews, when Paul does the videos, it's $50. We'll do the proper collection review on this live stream for $25. So super chat or PayPal, $25. Send a picture of your collection and let's have a
I'm
chat.
just ending the poll now, Bear. Is Jonathan a tool? 74% said yes.
Wow.
Well, I guess.
What's
I
the
voted
margin for
no.
error, though? There's got to be some margin for error in that poll.
To be very honest with you, I don't think he's tool. I think he tries to be manipulative, but he's not successful. That's what I think. He's opposite
Yesterday, everybody came in one group. It started with Perth luxury, creating a kind of distortion. Like, because yesterday I wasn't in Archie, I was actually playing tennis. So Marcelo was banned from Archie streams, and basically everybody in my streams come from Archie. It's like everybody's like, because they come to it's like, we never heard that, and it was creating a kind of a noise. Then
I'm just taking a toilet break. I will be back.
So the way that Bill actually said it seems that it was coordinated, because then Jonathan jumped, and then it was another guy appearing in the chat that I forgot his name, that also Bell mentioned the name. And these three guys actually create a noise in the chat, and in the chat starting to get crazy. And then Marcelo, you don't read the chat. Why you don't pay attention to the chat? And then today I said, you know what? Maybe you guys just super chat even $1 because he changed color, and then he appear in the panel. He will read the chat because you guys, because the chat's running. Ta, 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 ta. You guys talking to each other. I mean, I cannot, look in the like. I'm sorry. Look at the chat on that I pay attention. So if there is something key, very important that you want to say, if you give more than $1, it will be more than welcome. But minimum $1 to go to appear in the panel. We're going to read your chat. How important it's supposed to be. It's not that we don't
I got a
care
question for Bear
about what's going on in the chat. And also, I mean, it was why Jonathan have a range? Why this guy have a range? So we canceled range of everybody. We took range of everybody beside you.
You took my range.
No, I think I think you have a range. I don't know.
I can't believe this.
Some people that
They got destroyed.
we protect some people is okay, but people that I mean, Fat White Big Band is a very good tribute and free-hander. They're going to say who to return ranges to. So we're going to return some people ranges according to them. They are like the managers. They're going to take care of what's going on in the chat, and from there we're going to continue move forward. But now soon Pixie will come also, and then JJ will come, and then it will happen. You see, they like to create drama. They like.
Do you think, Bear, that when if crypto crashes, will there still be a market for the lower tier watches like Submariners and Air Kings? Do you only see the crash in like the RMs and the John Mayer Daytonas?
A good point. That's a good point. Yeah, probably those people that you and I are now kind of stereotyping through this whole cryptocurrency image are not people that go after steel, sub, and the only steel I think that appeals to them is probably Daytona and probably OP Tiffany dial for really stupid reasons. I think this would affect the market on the watches that guys such as TPG are flexing with, and that's the market that keeps attracting people of that. I have to say stereotype, because we are stereotyping. Let's be honest. So yeah, and I think the other factor that affects the watch purchases is the economy in China and Chinese approach to this, because they are the, like it or not, biggest market. I mean, what's going to happen? I don't know. Nobody knows, right? I'm hurting in stocks badly. I mean, I'm not in minus, but I'm certainly hurting with a recent drop in stocks and so on. So if I'm hurting and I'm starting to think maybe I don't really need this watch, maybe I can chill. If that goes through my mind, I'm sure it goes to the mind of everyone else involved. So are we going to see, I mean, with less demand, we're going to see prices pulling back. However, I don't think we're going to see total meltdown of the secondary market. The only reason I said what I said about cryptocurrency is because it attracts very unique, very specific group of people. Then on the other hand, there are people who are true watch enthusiasts, as JJ, for example, who is a crypto guy. He makes his money. He made some of his money in crypto, but his watch taste is not tacky. It's not targeting the rainbow Daytonas and all that, but he appreciates watches of the better quality, more enthusiast style watches. At least that's what I've seen while I was still in touch with him and watching him. So
You
there
know,
we go. So we have a super chat from Pavel, who wants to mute Marcelo. I can mute him, but when Paul comes in, we will
think he's
ask
gone
him to do
anyways.
I think he's gone.
Yeah, but we'll mute him when he comes back.
We saw in the past month the Daytona market kind of stabilized around 38,000 US, and everybody said that's it. It's finally stopping.
You
And then
hit a ceiling,
and then
right?
2 weeks later, they're at 50.
Right. Yeah, I know. I mean, it's unpredictable, Diego.
insane.
In all honesty, if it's predictable, we would all be doing things slightly different, right? It's like
You're
anything
also
else.
you're also in an economy where the goods to build these watches are not as plentiful as they were, so supply is reduced. So less supply or demand.
How many upvotes are there? I can't see. Let's see.
Only
Yeah, two.
only 83. Only 83. While we have
Wait a
200.
minute. 84 now.
But how many
85.
people took part in the poll? Because if they can take part in the poll, all they have to do is upvote afterwards.
Well, there was about 25% guys who like Jonathan, so I bet you they're clicking dislike. They're clicking dislike, right? So let's be honest.
Yeah.
Bear,
Jonathan,
do you know
Archie,
how long?
can you mute Marcelo 5 minutes? We have a super chat.
Do you know how long
Super
it
chats. We got super chats. We got super chats. This is Pavel. $5. Mute. 5 minutes. Marcelo.
5 minutes.
Sorry, guys. It has to be done. Let me say this, guys. I want to
Archie,
say this to you.
Can I ask
Sure.
Bear a question real quick?
Sure.
Do you
Please,
know
please,
how
please.
long Rolex spends training the I guess the master watchsmiths or whatever to build these watches?
I don't think we know that. I think this
Nobody
is a question
knows.
I think
just was curious.
Alex knows, because I think
Alex would have a best idea, but he will not know. He will just
I think
have a
he
best
went
idea.
I just wondered if it was.
I think Alex went
Anybody
through
had a
their
rough
training.
estimate?
He talked about going through their training and their final
Then
test. If your desk was dirty, when you went
He
to
did
lunch,
Watches of
they clear
Switzerland
your
training.
desk
He
and
did
you find your
Watches of Switzerland
parts on the
training.
floor.
That was different to Rolex training. Let's just.
Was it
just clarify.
okay? Maybe
Okay.
maybe it wasn't Rolex training that he was talking about then.
Bear, we need another poll. What's another poll, Bear? Give us another poll.
I
Why
don't
don't you
know.
rerun your first one, Archie, that didn't post?
I'm going to ask a question here. Should Bear sell his collection?
That's a stupid. I'm not gonna do that. Just waste your time on that.
Okay.
Put some decent poll. It's like don't need to put it until we actually come up with something. Don't just put anything. Don't just
Okay.
put anything.
Okay.
I pissed Rob D. I'm sorry, Rob. I don't know you, man. I apologize. I didn't mean to like that. I don't wish you lose money. I lost some money too, brother. Okay. I don't wish anyone loses money.
Oh,
The
who
only
lost
people
money?
Rob D. Because I was talking about cryptocurrency, and then I did defensively position that this is stereotyping, and it's never good to stereotype. I apologize about it. I really do. There's a lot of good people who made some money in cryptocurrency. I'm talking about the show-offs. I'm talking about the creepy guys who don't know anything about watches and who are basically buying them just for flex reasons. So my apologies.
I got a poll question. Did you lose money in crypto?
I did.
How about, hold on, yes,
There we go.
no,
Ask the community.
and then NA. Well,
There we go. Yes or no? And we've got
But you've only
Timepiece Fund.
You've only lost if you sold. If it's gone
Yes.
down, Mike.
No, I haven't sold shit. I'm in it for the long run.
Timepiece
just-
Fund $2.
at the moment.
Rolex
it's gonna
11630 date just black dial 2016 box and papers 10,000. It's not cheap. What do you think, Bear?
He's talking US.
Yes.
No, it's not bad.
You
It's
just
not
do
bad.
black tile.
That's not. It's not what you want, Paul. What do you want?
I
It's not
know.
bad at all. It's
10
not
days.
bad.
Yeah, that's for.
Mike Hammer, $5. A great deterrent is buying a watch. A great deterrent to buying a watch is to think about how much that watch actually costs to be made. Mind you,
No shit.
Yeah, no shit. Huh?
you couldn't make it.
I hate that. I fucking hate that comment. I'm sorry, Mike.
Yeah.
I heard it so many times. Oh, you know, Rolex sub cost only 500. That is. I don't want to even entertain to.
Mind you, let me say this to you, Bear. It's like a car. You know, like a Camry. If you built a Camry yourself, it'd cost you like $5 million.
Thank you.
You know what I'm
Go
saying?
to the supermarket and buy the ingredients to make a hamburger. It's going to cost you $30. That's why it's $5 at McDonald's.
You need to put things into perspective. It's not just.
Yes. I agree
Mind
there.
you, McDonald's is one meal. You buy it from the supermarket, you could make about 20 hamburgers. If you
don't
made the
sponsor
same,
Formula One teams because you're not making
Oh,
money.
come on, guys. We're not going to compare hamburgers and fucking Rolex watches. Come on. What's going on? Are we
Yes.
losing? It's all gone pear-shaped. It's all gone pear-shaped, Paul. I'm taking my like off. It's now back to only 100, okay? It's gone. My like is gone. That's it.
Ooh, Bear. Bear. Let me ask you this, Bear. In Eastern Europe, what's the feeling for? Have you gone back to Yugoslavia yourself?
Yeah, I did. I did go a few times. It's not Yugoslavia any longer, but I did go to Belgrade, Serbia a few times, yes.
Just 1 minute, CB, $10. I suggest a poll to ask if Bear should grow a beard back and be, again, the best-looking Serbo-Canadian again. That's a
I
good
love you,
poll.
man. But let's finish
Yeah.
the crypto crab first.
Yep, so, 39% lost money, 61 no. Okie dokie.
Well, that's just because crypto's taking a big dive right now. If you're holding long, crypto is going to go to the moon. Okay, it's doing exactly what it did before. A couple years back, it dove all the way down to about 30 grand, and then it went straight up to 68. Okay, and right now it's doing the same thing. It's diving down to 30, and you just watch. In a month, it's going to be, and it's going to go straight to the fucking moon.
Wait, do you actually know what crypto is? Do you actually know how it works? Do you actually know what's the principles
I have a
behind it?
basic general idea of how it works, yeah.
Because I have no idea. So can you, in short terms, let's say under 30 seconds, just give us explanation how crypto works?
Okay, it's kind of like a translation of your money into a digital form. That
I know that. I want to understand what is it the value based on? How does it actually?
Okay, let me explain it to you as simple as possible. You know, with U.S. currency, U.S. currency used to be backed by big gold reserves. Now it's backed by Jesus. In God we trust. God takes U.S. dollars. Crypto crap is an algorithm promise. Okay, it's a mathematical formula sold to people, douchebags who know nothing about mathematics, as a wonder drug. And the real reality is, unlike the US dollar, which actually has a real country behind it, crypto crap has some geek with pimples in a back room who manipulates and controls it. Bear. Can I go? Gambling.
Can I go now,
you know,
Bear?
gambling with no house odds. That's what it is. It's pure speculation. It doesn't exist, Bear. It just shows you how wrong this capitalist system is when we put money into something we think will be valuable. All greed, Bear.
Well, greed can be good.
We have the power to change it. I mean, we could all just start trading gold and silver and fuck the rest, right? But Bear, it's actually it's like, think of it like an IPO based on, that a company would release.
Bear, No
Most
country,
crypto has
no
underlying
country
technology
underwrites
that
their
you are.
currency to it. It's not backed by gold reserves, Bear.
No,
It's pure.
Argentina has accepted it as
Venezuela.
legal tender.
Yeah, Argentina. There you go, Bear. Third
No.
world basket cases take it as legal tender, Bear.
Man, you just said you mentioned no country, and I just had to correct you there.
Yeah, but
No,
that doesn't
it's
count.
bigger-
That's
it's
it.
bigger than you
Argentina
think.
doesn't count with their
Archie-
inflation rate. With inflation rate they've got, that's like quoting figures from Africa. It doesn't count. It's got to be
Crypto kinda like the
successful countries.
It's kind of like the internet. It's not whether or not you're going to get into crypto. It's when you're going to get into crypto. Okay, because crypto's taking over. It's kind of the new way that money's going to be moved around. Because you can
Think
just.
of it
I was
this
in
way.
BitConnect. That didn't go so well.
I know Bitcoin's tanking right now too, but
No,
give it
he's talking
time.
about BitConnect.
It's called a Ponzi scheme. You know Bernie Madoff, right? He had a promise that he'd repay that money. Crypto's the same, except it's done electronically, and that guy there, he's not going to be found.
Why do I get on my Instagram and my Facebook bombarded with people wanting to sell me crypto?
It's
Because-
a big thing.
Because,
If it's so
Bear,
good.
you know why? You've been
Nobody-
Google searching crypto crap.
No,
Like,
I
I've been-
By the way, I wanted to say I
Maybe.
spoke with
Maybe.
Sorako before. He say regards to Archie, and he feel a little bit sick. That's why he doesn't jump. To
Oh, no. I hope he
If you're
gets
watching
better.
Sirocco, we wish you a fast recovery, sir. Feel better fast, sir. Thank you for letting us know, Marcelo.
There's a good comment from
No,
GB.
it will
Is
go
Mike
tomorrow.
selling Amway? No, he's selling. I don't know. Mike's a great guy. We love our Mike, the snake. The snake is the snake. Bear. Trapper's gone. Where's Trapper John? What happened to Trapper?
He dropped.
Am I selling Amway? No. Why did somebody? Because I'm
Clean cut.
just
Clean
talking
cut
about-
image. Clean cut.
Oh, yeah.
How much do you have? How much do
Clean
you have?
cut
my act
image.
out. I've found Jesus.
Mike, how much do you
Ryan
have in
Vlogs
crypto?
Live, $2. Fike now. Mike will talk crypto for 8 weeks.
No, I won't. What's your question, Diego?
Just how much did you put into it?
I don't really want to say.
No, and you shouldn't. And you shouldn't. I don't blame you.
That's fine.
Not much.
That's his own personal choice.
Not much
Yeah.
though. I mean, in terms of my total worth, not much, but enough to make it interesting for me to, like, if it does, times itself by 100, like everybody claims it's going to, enough to like actually
There.
have it become a chunk.
10, 20
you know?
years ago, these were the people who had systems to take on Vegas. You remember the guys who were getting a big bankroll to take on the casinos? They just
Yeah,
found something new. They found something new. Okay?
Well, it's people always try to speculate. People always fight for the buck. I don't blame people for that. I love fighting for a buck. It's all good. It's all good. It's just, honesty, I really don't understand the logistics behind it. If someone one time actually knows the exact logistics, how does this work? Like JJ would know, but if you can explain it in simple terms that a non-crypto investor can understand, it would be interesting. That's all. Pavel, super chat, $10.
Well, let me just Charlie Longer said about, we'll just get the super chat. Most important from relocating to the toilet. The alternative setting was disconcerting. Charlie Munger hates Bitcoin's rise, disgusting and contrary to interests of civilization. Of course I hate Bitcoin's success, and I don't welcome a currency that's useful to kidnappers and extortionists and so forth. Nor add a few extra billions and billions of dollars to someone who just invented a financial product out of thin air. So I think I would say modestly that I think the whole damn development is disgusting and contrary to the and I'll leave the
Arch,
criticism to
Super
others.
chat from
your
Finchy.
sound is
Super
your
chat from
sound is kind of
Finchy.
fucked up, Archie.
Yeah, it's totally fucked up. Super chat from Finchy.
Finchy, $2. I got some tulip buds. Red flash. Any takers?
I mean, he puts things into perspective. You guys know the story behind the tulips, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Diego, you know the story behind the tulips?
Got some tulip bulbs. I don't.
You don't.
No.
Go ahead, Paul. You
The
wanna
story of the
explain or we
tulips
don't
was
bother?
in the 1600s there. Tulip prices in Amsterdam were more expensive than a house in the main street. Like, this is prime real estate. People were obsessed by these fucking things. It was crazy.
So true. Exactly.
And then it just exploded. They just became worthless. It just imploded.
Correct. Paul, you put things into perspective so clearly. I always love that about you. You have ability to explain things better than many people. I always admire that about you. Always.
We got to make it simple, Bear. You know this?
Absolutely. What's wrong with
If you
simple?
can't
Simple
explain the concept in 20 seconds, forget it. You know, on Shark Tank, that's what they say. If you can't explain the business in 30 seconds, nobody will invest.
Correct.
CB,
Correct.
$5. I invested 0 in crypto and I am proud of it.
CB, same here. I never invested anything in it, but I'm not necessarily proud because I wish I bought when they were like really, really cheap.
Yeah, no, see, that's what I can say. I have a friend who bought when it was really cheap, and it went to 68,000, and he's sitting with $300,000-$400,000 fucking clear, just free and clear now from buying when it was low. And you know, I mean, who can deny that? That's like he put this much in, and now he put 20,000 in, and he got 300,000 back out in a year. Okay. That's when I went, ding, okay, this kind of piques my interest a little bit. So I looked into it and I researched it and I put a small amount in just to play the game. And it is like gambling, just like playing the stock market is gambling. Yeah, but you know, it's very volatile.
The stock market,
Very
at least, is
volatile.
backed by shares in
Up and
companies
down.
that actually exist. They
Yeah,
have a
well-
tangible thing behind them.
That's the whole thing about crypto is that you're going to be able to transfer money with the click of a button. You're going to be able to.
But it's not money. It's crypto. It's crypto. You're talking crypto. You're transferring crypto.
With one push on my computer button, I can
So
have
what?
all my crypto money put back in my bank account in return to cash. Boom. I got my cash back.
Just so you know, Mikey, stocks are not gambling. That I can tell you clearly that you're wrong about that.
Oh well,
You just
I mean,
have
if
to
you're
have
dealing, if you're like a day trader or a penny stock buyer, it kind of is. Yes, you're correct.
Sure.
I mean, if you're
Sure.
buying long and you're buying the right stocks, but you got to have enough money to be able to make it make a difference.
Don't forget,
with it. I mean, if
plastic
you've only got
made a
couple
lot of
grand to
money
play
in that
with,
crap.
and you invest in the stocks, you know, what's a couple grand going to do when it goes up, 5%, in a year? Nothing, right? If you got this volatile crypto world where it has the chance, everybody's claiming it's going to go to the fucking moon, and you got a couple extra bucks, why not fucking toss it in there and see if it happens? That's my attitude towards it. And I have researched it a little bit, and it does seem that a lot of the world is embracing it, and there's a lot of big wig fucking rich motherfuckers that are behind it, and Elon Musk and and there's countries that are now allowing it to be used as legal tender, and I mean, it's kind of becoming almost like the new global currency. It may become,
Okay,
or
Mikey, to be very honest with you, I appreciate your enthusiasm, but I don't consider you an expert on this. So how about we drop a little bit on that? And we
sure,
have a super
I'll
chat.
stop
Tim
talking about
writes,
it.
crooked eye.
Tim writes, crooked eye. I always enjoy streaming over the pontiff. Those super chats are raking up.
Rocking up. Yeah, well,
Yeah, I may be wrong in what I said. I'm no expert, so yeah, I
how about
retract everything I
I
said.
want to talk about watches. Can we talk about
Just out of
watches
interest,
a little bit?
showcase watches here. I'm going to share this. I invested $5,000 in 2005 and started my own business. Today it's worth $3 million. Invest in yourself and enjoy the buzz of success.
I bought
Lock the back door.
I
Remember
bought
that.
my James
Mhm.
Cameron a little over a year ago, and it's gone up about $4,000.
Woohoo! Bear. Tell me this. You can't get onto every bandwagon. You can't.
No, you can't. It's just too many
And
of them. It's too many speculations.
to be
too many
honest with
games.
you, with crypto, let me just ask you this. Those returns, people put $1,000 in and it's worth $100 million. Those returns are fucking unrealistic. Okay?
To me, again, I don't understand enough about it. I don't see any substance behind it, but I could be wrong. I'm not intrigued by it because, for me, the people pushing it kind of resemble snake oil salesmen. It's just a bit distasteful, if you're asking me.
Well, if they push it, it's good for them because it goes up.
Yeah,
How about
it's
you,
a
Diego?
very
Are you heavily
volatile
invested
market.
in crypto crap?
No, just my 401k and property and savings. I'm not at the point where I want to start gambling.
So I don't have enough to invest. So
Super chat
investing in
from
stocks is
Orange
out of the
Grove.
picture.
When we have a super chat, Mikey, we pay attention to super chat. Please,
Orange-
and
Oh,
thank you.
sorry. Excuse me.
Grove, $5. Thoughts on the new Zenith releases today called the Zenith Skyline. Let's bring it up there. What do you reckon? Let's bring the Zenith Skyline up.
Yeah,
I like
this
to
is the
hear what.
Zenith AP. Exactly. You look like
I
a
think
royal
Bear's
oak.
been trying to bring it up for a few hours.
Thank you.
Well,
It didn't
we didn't
work
have
because-
super chats. We didn't have
Yep.
super chats. We didn't have the
Thank you,
chats.
guys.
If we don't have the chats, why am I going to bring it up? It's all about the money.
Good
You
point.
crypto freaks aren't the only clowns out there who all about the money.
That's true, Bob. That's
Crypto
true.
Pretty
freaks.
nice.
Yeah, this
What's
is a
the
royal
size?
oak.
I like it, but what's the size? Because that's important for me.
Size and
Good
price.
point.
I think it personally. What do you reckon?
I don't understand Zenith.
I
Zenith
didn't hear what
did the
you said,
Daytona
Archie. Your sound
last year.
fucked up.
Yeah, Archie, that
Don't I-
sound is really annoying, man. It's driving me fucking crazy. Mike is right about that.
Ooh, they got a white dial?
I'll go and check. I'll be back.
I
I'll
like
go and
how
check.
on the far right picture, I like how the bracelet transitions into the case.
$8,400.
Okay, so
I'll
the
be
price
back.
is decent.
Yes, sir?
It may be an integrated bracelet. It may be, the bracelet may be one and done for, it may not be interchangeable with other brand
It's quick.
bracelets.
It's quick adjust. I don't know if you can see my screen.
Click adjust.
See? Well, yeah, I don't think
So
you can
like
change it.
interchangeable, like pop off like Vacheron has, or
Exactly. So you can probably do the steel and then the rubber.
so it is proprietary,
Yeah. Now it's
But-
41 millimeters.
but it is hella cool, and I do like that bracelet, boy. Big chunky monkey 3-link bracelet.
Me too.
And the is the case hexagonal or
Yeah, it is.
or
It is.
not?
When-
I might not
Yeah,
say
it
it
is.
might have 10 sides. It almost looks like it's got more than 8. But
It's 8
Yeah.
sides. The bezel is 1, 2.
I think it's 10, actually. Maybe you're right.
yeah,
I don't know.
it looks more than 8. But
I don't know.
No, the bezel
I
is
can-
12. The case is 8.
There you go.
okay, so there you go. More
There you
than
go.
more than 8. But so it's kind of like
No, the question,
you know,
some of the comments I've seen is that they are basically, again, putting out the homage. Like when you remember, guys, when they put Daytona look-alike thing,
yeah,
and then people start debating. But you know what I mean? It is again from their archives. It's not a watch that did not exist in their archives. So people are very fast to react. AP doesn't own the right to that design, so I like it. I like it a lot.
I like it too. It doesn't look too bad, but it looks kind of like it's a combo of about 3 different other watches. You know, kind of. It's kind of like an AP mixed with a Vacheron, mixed with something else. You know, but
What do you
it is
reckon,
it
Bear?
is a
Would you
sharp
buy
looking
one?
watch.
So it's a 41 millimeter diameter, 41 millimeter diameter.
I like
Yeah,
the
you know what,
waffle.
Archie? To be honest with you,
dial.
Archie, it's not a terrible price either. So it's not a watch that I would necessarily say no to. It has a cool design. It's also part of their history. So I know that many people who despise homage watches will jump the gun, but I don't see why would that be a problem. Zenith as a brand intrigues me. It's not
Yeah.
a bad brand, but I think I would get rather Zenith. The one that looks like Daytona. That's the one I'm actually considering. If I'm gonna have a Zenith, and I think one Zenith is enough. I would never have 2 Zeniths.
And that would have the El Primero movement in it, of course, right, Bear?
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
You know,
Which is the primary reason that Zenith is famous, right?
yeah.
So,
If it's a Zenith, it's kind of got to have an El Primero movement.
super chat from Reverend Plastic.
Reverend Plastic. Here we go. Reverend Plastic, $2 for the right cheap price. I like it.
Yep, I agree with Reverend. For the right cheap price, it is a good choice.
It's not priced out of to the moon like a lot of new releases. It's not cheap though either.
I miss Humble Pine. Humble Pine, where are you? And Pine Baron, where are you guys? I love you. Come back. Come back. User unknown. Thoughts on the BLRO? That's the Batgirl 124270. That's the Explorer one. What size is that one? That's the 36 mil.
36. Yeah.
And a 36 OP. Well, I got to tell you guys, how many...
Great collection.
It's a great collection. Just needs a diver. It needs to add a diver, Bear.
Yeah. And I mean, on this sub no date would be a perfect addition. I
Be right
think,
back.
on this. It's a beautiful collection. It's versatile. It's clean. It's prestigious. It's value. Holding the value. It is covering and checking all the boxes. However you want to look at this collection, it is a nice one, and I would say the sub would complete it nicely.
Wow. Wow.
Plastic,
Amazing.
Reverend Plastic Super Chat.
Reverend Plastic Super Chat. Fike me dead. Everyone has a Pepsi. Come on, Arch. What the fike?
Why is he saying everyone has a Pepsi? I'm not sure what he
Bear's
means by
got
that.
one. He's got a Pepsi. He's just trying to talk me into getting a Pepsi.
Oh, I agree with him.
Pay the piper. Pay the piper. Pay the piper. Pay the piper, Arch. Pay the piper.
Take the advantage of increase in value of your Rolex pieces.
Good point. That's a great point.
Pay the piper, Arch. Pay the piper. Come on, Arch. Yeah. Pay the piper, Arch.
That's
Hurry up.
Yeah.
Hurry up.
Well, there is user unknown, and he is super chatting with his response.
$5. Either adding 124060 or Black Bay 58 now.
I'm a big fan of Black Bay 58, but I know Archie's answer, so I'll let him as a pontiff.
Yeah, no. But it depends. Look. The problem with the Rolex, it's so damn expensive.
The thing is, he's got 3 Rolex pieces, and the 4th one completes it. So a little more pain, but it's a perfect competition and not settling, because it sounds like BB58 would be way to settle.
What about a man on the moon?
No, we need a diver making the diver. The
Oh,
diver is
diver.
what we need.
Sorry.
Yeah. So basically, I would say Rolex has to be the one. Rolex has to be the one.
So,
Even though I am a huge fan of BB58.
Nice collection, but it's nice to add a Tudor. Nothing wrong with a Tudor in the collection. He's got enough Rolex. A Tudor's a bit of difference.
So kind
What
of
about
gives the
Tudor
different feel.
regular Black Bay and not the 58.
It's too thick and the guy prefers 36mm. Definitely
Oh,
is not
okay.
a watch that would
That's a
suit
good
him.
point. That's a good point.
So,
Maybe he doesn't prefer it. Maybe he just can't get Rolex.
No.
Beggars
I
can't
don't
be
see it.
choosers, Bear. It's so bad now, Bear. You know how tough it is in the world now to get Rolex?
I know.
I just throw that out there because everybody loves the 58,
Super
and
chat.
I'm not a
Good super
fan of it.
chat.
So
Super chat. Pics
Super chat.
from the Sovereign lunch, please. That's a good thing, isn't it? Look at that. They want to see pictures. I'll see if I've got any pics from the lunch. They want to see pics. What do you reckon there, Bear?
Yeah, let's
Do
see.
you want to see pics from the lunch?
You bet.
Absolutely. We
Marco
always
from
like
the
to
chat
see-
says the guy has
Let
a
me-
Ponzi, he can get a sub.
We always like to see behind the scenes. It's always nice to see a little bit behind.
Can I
the
show you
scenes.
how ballistic the Sovereign went there? He went crazy on the ordering, and I'm left with the bloody bill. Have a look
Let
at
me
this.
see.
Can I show
Let me
you?
see. Please. Good
Look
for,
at this.
Good.
Look at this, Bear. I'm left with the bill.
Well,
Can you
what's
move the
wrong with
super
that?
chat?
Yeah, what's wrong with that?
Well, who's paying for this? Okay, this is not even all of it. That's the
If I
that's the
remember
wontons,
correctly,
cokes.
it's,
Look at this, man. They think this is just a spending orgy. You know, when he takes me to lunch, Sov would say, "Not drinking Coke. You know that artificial sweetener is just as bad as sugar." But when I'm paying, yeah, we're having no sugar Coke. Yeah, Arch. Yeah, Arch. Bring it on, Arch. Yeah. Bring it on, Arch. Yeah. Why's that? Can you explain that for me?
I don't know, Archie. What do you think? Why is that? Maybe Saturn, when he's next time here, we can ask him.
Actually, he was a great guy. He let me drive his classic car yesterday.
Nice.
Got pictures of that?
V12 Jaguar. Jaguana
Ooh.
V12.
I love
1990.
it. What color?
White. Dove
Lovely.
white. XJ12. It's the this is the sedan, the 12-cylinder, the V12 sedan. It drove nice. I just drove it very nicely. It was a lovely motor car to drive.
Nice.
And I got to tell you guys, seriously, let me say this to you. Would you swap all your watches if you could eat as much food as you want and not put on weight?
No.
Can I keep one?
No.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Bright blue comment, super chat.
Bright blue comment, $2. Wait, do you like wontons? I don't like wontons. I absolutely love wontons.
Me too. Me too.
With that sauce, you know, that And I had the white shirt on. Got a sauce stain on it, you know. Always happens, doesn't it, Bear?
Archie, is it
Humble Pine!
to lower the volume slightly lower the volume, just a little bit. Is it possible?
Bear, anything for you is possible. You know this?
Thank you.
Anything
Thank you.
for you, we can do. Just 1 minute. You want me to lower it? How's that,
Let's
Bear?
get the super. Perfect.
How's that?
Much better.
You
Much
look
better.
Guys,
Okay.
I need 5 more subscribers. Only 5 people to piss off some people.
Humble
I'll
Pine.
subscribe. I haven't subscribed.
Humble Pine, $20. Damn it, Arch. Why aren't you live streaming from a buffet and showing us how to get the most bang for buck? Pine, look at that. Humble Pine, look at that with that. He's got the travel time Aquanaut. Do you like that,
Gorgeous.
Bear?
I love that. That is the Patek that I like. That would be my choice. Unfortunately, Pateks I like are too hyped. Way too hyped.
Those are
And,
42, 42.
I had a
2 or
joke
44.
with Sovron whilst we were there. I just sat there. I was waiting him to pick up the bill. We just sat there talking. He says, "Oh, you ready to go?" He was great. Sovron was amazing. I love the Sov. Nice. It's nice to have a chat with somebody, Bear.
Agreed. No, he's a cool guy. I like Sovereign too. I don't think he thinks that I like him, but I like him a lot. So same as Plastic. I think they're cool guys in a very different ways, and they're good friends to you. So,
Bear, do you miss going into an AD and getting a Rolex? Do you wish that was still there, or
you like going to try it on and seeing them in a case?
no? I mean, being able to buy it. Like, if you want, they've got display stock, but that's not what I'm talking about. Do you miss?
Well, I do buy them, so I don't miss it.
No, for Archie question
Yeah, but one thing
would
that's
you miss the
interesting,
moment
it's not
to pick
easy.
up whatever watch you want?
I've said this to somebody else. I got a friend who's a VVVIP. He spent over $500,000. He gets watches, but he treats every watch he gets from them like he would never give me one at cost. Does that make sense? Like, if it's so fickle, it doesn't matter. He can get me something, but he never ever says, "Hey, I'll get you one at cost, Arch. What do you want?" And that's the same as you. You never offer that to anybody because you know how much dog shit you need to buy to get that.
Correct.
You really... Neighbors had an XJS. He swapped... Oh, my God. Let's not even talk about that. That's nasty. That's nasty to swap. Bear, seriously...
I think if you lived here in the States, Archie, you could get whatever you wanted. Genuinely.
Hard to say. It's very hard to say,
No.
Bear.
If there is a country that probably you have a best chance, it would be the US. I agree with him on that. I think.
What about you've been to? You're talking about Yugoslavia, Serbia. Do they have Rolex dealers? Can you get anything there?
The moment I was in Belgrade, that's where I went. They got nothing. Same shit. I actually, when I went there, I was wearing my Daytona, Pan de Daytona, and they all gather around to take a look because they never actually seen one. So, except on the pictures. So there
You're
was
joking.
no. I'm serious. I'm serious.
Crazy.
You're joking. They act. What the fuck is this? You're
The
supposed to go
AD.
there to.
Yeah, I was hoping because it's not typical country where people can afford Rolex watches, this and that. So I went, maybe I'll see something, I'll pick it up. They got nothing. They had some lady Dejas and shit like that. I mean, there was
Even they're hard
nothing.
to get now.
Yeah, to a certain extent,
If
yes.
you want a two-tone or a steel,
Mhm.
no.
They're not.
Crazy. I'm going to pick coffee.
Okay. He's very bothered by something today. I don't know what's he upset so much about. There's a bit of a drama going on in his channel.
Marcelo?
I guess.
Yeah, I think there's trouble in paradise over on his chat between a few members.
Yeah, but that's actually not bad for his channel, to be honest with you. For channel that runs 24 hours and.
Could you handle
And-
doing a 24-hour channel, Bear? I don't think I could handle that.
Well, he's got other people running it for him most of the time.
Yeah,
Exactly. No,
so-
it's not a problem to do it, and this whole idea of doing it is also was a thank you for the Ponte, for Archie to actually he create me. You know, he actually took me from the shadows and he put me in this amazing position. And one of the things that I can at least provide is something to expose the Ponte 24/7. You know, always when somebody comes, I always mention him. He's also a platform that plastic and a lot of people come and how we say hunt people to bring to the Pontiff. This is also a great thing because I've opened in different hours, so it's actually easy to hunt the new members to expand also this channel. And but the truth is that we want to create a kind of a reunion of because the watch community is not that big, to put more people together, to have fun, to have a nice channel, and you have people, they are eating themselves. They don't like that. They are very upset that Archie is successful. They're very upset that Archie gave me his blessing to make what I do, and they trying their best. I say in the chat, they trying their best, really.
Yesterday you texted me that proposal. Somebody proposed to have Pigsley and JJ on your channel.
Let me mention this. Somebody sent me a message. I think I sent also to Archie. It was like it started like this. Marcelo, you said that you invite a JJ and Pugsley to come to your channel. I was like, what? You invite them. So you said they are not banned to come to your channel. I was, first of all, who are you? Why you come with that question? What do you mean? And then I said, look, if they come, it need to be coordinated. We need to. They cannot suddenly jump out of nowhere. He started to remind me some things that happened yesterday, right? You see what was going on. They looking to how we say creating some fun trouble, because 2 days ago we had a drinking evening. I don't know if you saw. We all having, we actually look like a DJ evening. We all having fun, drinking, doing shots. And I think that provoke something in the other side, like, hey, how come this guy is having fun? Let's destroy the fun. Let's create some trouble.
Ooh, that's so nasty.
Mm.
Bear, what do you think? Do they really dislike Marcelo? What's the problem? Why?
They hate him. They hate him.
Why? Why would you hate Marcelo? He's a harmless guy. He just wants to have some friends around the world.
I don't know. To be honest with you, that's a good question. Why the heck do they hate Marcelo? I think it's in originally. I don't know, Marcelo. Why do they hate you?
Why they hate me? Because they let me ask you a better question. Why they hate the Pontiff? Why they hate Archie? This is the same question. This has come to the same answer. I am a descendant, how we say.
The craziest. Let me just say this. The craziest thing is, Perf Luxury Bear. I don't really want to talk about these people, but
actually, what surprised me the most, to be very honest with you, surprised me that like what Davey85 says. I think.
I'm going to write something in the private chat for you guys.
Hang on. Forbin Colossus. That's the one I wanted to bring up. JJ is too busy jerking off punks for $15 a man. Pugsy pays him to watch. I'm surprised with JJ being so for a guy who is so wealthy to be so obsessed with super chats. That I mean, you remember him and me having a bit of a back and forth on your channel, and he says, "Well, Bear, would you ignore $100 on the floor?" And I said, "No, I would."
On the floor.
Yeah, but this is becoming more now targeted, So I mean, is he really in a need for money? I mean, does he need help? I don't know.
I want to say something. Always when I have trouble in my channel, and to provoke more trouble, I have this guy coming. I put in the private chat. It's like the love
yes.
of the thing. And then he comes in the chat.
I can see who is it? Who is it? Bring it up.
Mr. GMT. Mr. GMT.
That's private.
Oops, sorry. Sorry, oops.
It's okay, but
oops.
No, you know what? Fuck the oops. You're right. Fuck that.
Wait, full screen, Marcelo explode.
Always. Why? We have a nice evening, a nice fun. Then I have a super chat.
Super chat. Joe Farmer, Big Mac, $20. Marcelo has a great channel. It's a very relaxing place to be and very open to different types of people. What makes Marcelo's show uniquely different is it's just not watch talk. Marcelo's show covers a variety of topics.
Yeah, this is
Farmer Joe. Joe Farmer.
I like. Yeah, he actually. I watched him on Marcelo's.
He looked relaxed. He looked relaxed there.
They had a good dialogue. I like to turn it on. I'm doing stuff, whatever I'm doing, cleaning, getting dinner ready, whatever, and listening to conversation. He's right. He's absolutely right. From that perspective, but I think the fun stuff happens at hours I'm sleeping. I guess that's when the Germans invade. The Germans invade.
No. The thing that I found hypothetically is, you know what? Fuck! I'm going to mention it. You have, always you have a perk making a noise yesterday that the Pontim slapped me away. The blessing hand is gone, and they create a noise. Then
the hilarious. Just one thing. Let me just say the hilarious thing is, you remember when Marco would always say, "Get him off the stream. Get him off. If you don't get him off."
I couldn't blame him for it. The guy was toxic, man. Toxic. The guy was toxic. That's the one thing. Marco was right. Actually, I have to give him.
Yes.
Credit to Marco.
You know who else he said was toxic? If you bring him on the show, I'm never going to come back again. Clivers. They're best buddies now. They're best buddies.
Yeah, Mr. Zoso super chat, $5.
Mr. Zo super chat. How is Mark Goldberg getting so many views on his videos? Like 3,000 more views than Arch on average. What the fuck is that about?
Maybe
3,000. Yeah, 3,000 views is nothing much, to be very honest with you, Mr. Zoso. two ways to get it. You put a good clickbait. He pretty much does the clickbait after clickbait. How to get a hard Rolex. What's the secret behind Rolex? Blah, fucking blah, 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 blah. You get on, you see a very ugly fucking guy with a fucking terrible skin. And then he talks. You realize it's a shit, but clickbait is magic. There's your answer. The Pine Barrel.
Yeah, and by the way, mention this. You guys hate me so much. I am so much
Super
horrible.
chat, super chat.
Yeah,
Archie, are you awake? Super chat, please.
Yep, super chat. Watches 24, $2, 2007 Pepsi 16710, unpolished with papers for 14.3. That's the price, really, isn't it, Bear? They're expensive.
Correct.
Oh,
Yep.
Not cheap.
I just did the wrench test. My wrench is gone.
Orange
Anyway,
test.
one second, guys. When we have a super chat, we get quiet and we pay attention to super chat.
Sorry.
Thank you very much. Pine Baron.
The Pine Baron, $5 Arch. Any date from Tim in Miami. Number 2, going to London Watch Show. Tim in Miami? No, I haven't heard a damn thing. Not. I'll be honest with you. I actually kind of enjoy a bit of break from Tim. He's a bit. Bear thinks he's fantastic, but I think he's a bit. We need a bit of a break. Are you going to London? Oh, at the moment, Bear, I don't have any problems not to go. Should I go or not go, Bear? What do you think?
Everyone expects you there. Everyone is looking forward to it. People.
I got no reason not to go. It looks like things are getting better with the COVID. I'm going to get my booster soon. I got to get my booster, Bear. Have you had your booster?
Yes, sir. I did.
Get boosted.
I'm boosted,
And
sir.
Luso, $5. I've been sleeping on the couch watching Marcelo's channel since it started with the TV running non-stop.
You
Yeah.
missed one.
There
We
you
missed
go.
one.
Yeah.
From who
So,
did we
so,
miss?
so by the way,
From
so
Watches,
Which one did we miss?
yesterday-
1 second, please.
What's that?
1 second.
Watches 24.
No, we did that. That
Or
was
did
the
you get that
Pepsi.
one?
We
We
did
did.
get
Oh,
that
my
one.
bad.
That's expensive, but Bear, I don't know if you can get those cheap. Can you? No.
Nope.
No. Definitely no.
You can if you
Definitely.
look.
Go ahead now,
All
guys.
right.
Now we don't have a super chat. You can chat now. So the only time I
All
ask
right.
you to get
Yeah,
quiet is
I
when we have a
apologize.
super chat.
I'm thinking about buying this. Obviously, you can't see it.
Is that a pre-ceramic, Diego?
Shago
Mine is, yeah.
Cultra.
The motherfucker hasn't responded to me about whether the deployant is a single fold or a butterfly. I've asked them like 3 times.
It's a nice piece.
Box,
What country
box
are you?
papers. They're in Italy, so box papers. And
Oh
it has
no,
What are you
no,
doing?
no! Come on, Marcelo. No,
Yes.
Marcelo. I mean, my apologies.
Diego.
Diego, what's wrong with you, dude?
I've been looking for a year.
Well, just
I
keep
can't
looking.
find
You
this
don't-
damn watch.
I would never buy from Italy. That's a dangerous market, man.
But doesn't Chrono 24 protect you if you get scammed?
I don't know, man. I never bought a watch from Chrono 24. I'll be honest with you.
Yeah.
I did see a watch on Chrono 24, and then I contacted a guy outside the Chrono 24, and I bought it outside the Chrono 24. So I did that once. I bought, and that was a Nomos, which was a total
get down.
freaking garbage. Total garbage. And guys, that Nomos is so overrated. Oh my God. I was listening how amazing Nomos is. What a great finishing on a good value watch. Blah, fucking blah. What a piece of garbage.
Super
Super
chat.
chat.
Fuck.
Big Mac, $2. Diego, please find me Betty. Please help me find Betty. Who's Betty?
I don't know.
Betty,
All
there's
right.
some
I got to go to
shit.
dinner. See you guys.
See you later,
See you,
Diego.
guys. See you later. I'm gonna be leaving at 9, Archie, just my time in half an hour. Just so you know.
Okay.
I can't stay to the end.
That's okay. That's okay, Bear. Bear, that's okay. Tell me this, Bear. This hobby, really. You don't get pissed off with it? You don't care. Nothing matters. Birminghard, Captain America. How are you?
Oh, rough week. But
What's wrong?
oh, just coronavirus. Whole family's got it.
Coronavirus,
My grandpa's in the ICU for it. So
Oh
Ooh,
man,
that's not-
sorry to hear
that's
that, dude.
yeah, it's not looking good. So
You're vaxxed, but aren't you?
yeah. What's funny, my wife's like triple vax. She took a dirty needle 3 times and she's sick with it right now. Like she got it good, and her third vax was like a month ago. So I don't I'm not a medical professional, but
Super chat. That's what you have for getting on the other streams, Birminghard. I'm sorry. You don't wear a mask, you go on the other streams, you're going to get COVID. That's the easiest way to get COVID on the internet, is to go on those other nasty streams.
Super chats, please. Thank you.
Big Mech, $2. Also, Mike, give us a happy hiss.
All right.
it sounded like an angry hiss though.
That was okay, though.
And Mr. Zoso, $5. Mark Goldberg has 24,000 subs. Come on, nothing's so right. No one knows what the fuck the guy is. How are these numbers possible? Something's not right. Hey, we're just, you tell the story. We don't know. We just concentrate on our ratings.
Irix guy has how many subscribers?
85,000 or something.
Yeah. My theory for Irix guy, and I told him on this channel, and same for whatever the Freddy Krueger is.
He used to be popular. He used to be good. Now it's dog shit.
Yeah, whatever. Bullshit, Archie. They bought freaking subscribers. I guarantee you that. There is no doubt in my mind. Guarantee you. You don't have, like, this is a good example. 24,000 subscribers and he gets 3,000. Come on. Don't bullshit me. Don't bullshit me. But anyway, keep going, guys. Keep going. We don't have super chats right now.
Yeah. Yeah, I got to tell you, Birminghard, we wish you and your family well, man. I hope it all.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, man, I'm sorry to
For
hear
most
that.
people, don't worry. It is just no worse than the common cold there.
The concern
So,
is with
Family's
with
everything.
Yeah, and he's
that's
he's in his upper 80s and has other other health
Holy
issues.
shit.
So it's
You know what?
It doesn't matter. I still think it's a quite concern, and I mean it's
It
It's
sure looks good on you
there.
though, Arch.
Sorry, what's that?
That shirt looks good on you. You should wear dark colors more.
I agree. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know. Look, it is what it is. Birminghard, Captain America, you always say the nice things there. Birminghard, we had Tim on yesterday. I almost quit the hobby, Birminghard. I was so flexing. You had
Yeah,
that
a lot of that-
buff
a lot of that
boy was flexing a Vacheron, solid gold, rose gold, Vacheron Constantine,
Tourbillon.
overseas tourbillon, in the middle of a hotel in Miami. I mean, didn't he learn about security?
Baba Hunt, could you do me a favor?
What's that?
No, just when you go to JJ and Pixley next time, could you tell them to stop hanking my channel? Let's say when my videos are finished, they always appear as recommended video. It's like JJ, Marco, and Beyond Boring. They always appear as recommended video. Could you tell them not to? Because if they think I'm a loser,
What
for them
the
not
heck?
to hank.
What the heck this has to do with Birminghard? Why would
How do they-
Birminghard-
No, because he go
do they do that?
visit them just in
Tagging,
case he's there, just
they
to tell
tag.
them to stop doing that shit in my channel. That would be very, very, very appreciated.
Appreciated.
I think that's YouTube's algorithm that puts up your recommended videos. I don't know that that's something
You
they
can
do.
tag it. You can tag it. I was always tagging my videos to Houdinki, to ArchieLuxury, and then there is a section where you can enter tags. You know what I'm
Does
talking
that work,
about?
Bear? Did that work?
For sure. For sure. You don't tag your videos,
Yeah.
Paul?
I can't be fucked anymore.
Oh my God, Paul. Paul, that's
Half
so
on
important.
Smash. $5. Sending good vibes to Birmingham and wishing a speedy recovery to your
Thanks, Al.
family.
Yes.
Yeah, for sure.
I never found it did much.
Can you mute him if he's urinating? I don't want to listen to that.
Yeah, we'll just mute him. Birmingham, what's going on in the watch world? Any more watches for you?
I'm have one incoming. Hopefully in the next few weeks.
But there's some good news.
It's not a
Okay,
Rolex though. It's not a Rolex.
That's okay. Don't
So
start.
that's-
We need to play a game. We want to play a game.
Okay.
So we want to be guessing because we kind of know your taste, but we can ask some questions. You can answer yes or no, and we can maybe guess the watch.
So I sent a super chat and got some advice from you guys. I also referred to Luxury to Last.
So it's an icon.
And we'll see when it
Bought an icon, Bear.
we'll see when it comes. Might be a few weeks.
Now, very interesting. And it's not Rolex.
No. Because you can't go to Rolex, you can't go to the Rolex AD anymore and buy it outright and then place an order for you.
Okay. I'm assuming, and we gave you the advice.
You did, Bear. You did. More than you guys weren't in 100% agreement really, but
Type 20.
no.
Speedy.
Explorer 2.
Bear has several of them.
No Rolex. He said no Rolex. Not
Oh, no Rolex.
Oh, you getting a Santos.
Yeah.
Oh my
Bravo.
God!
We'll see.
Nice.
Oh, that's you know what? Which one though? That's the question now. Are
I
you
went with the
getting
medium. The medium white.
nice?
Medium
No,
white.
I'm telling you, no second hand. No, sorry, no date. Looks so clean. Sits so nicely on the wrist.
Yeah.
Ooh, good choice. Great choice.
We'll see.
That's
Bear.
gonna look awesome on you. That's gonna look awesome on you. What's your wrist? What's your size?
Say I'm under 7 inches. It's like 6.5 to 6 3/4
Mason.
Perfection.
Mason Rolex $5. Buy a 226570 polar or black 14.5 box and papers or wait for James Cameron 8.5-inch wrist. Own Omega, Planet Ocean, Creamsicle, Speedmaster Tokyo, Grand Seiko, and his Rolex Z Blue. I'd grab the polar. The polar if you can get it.
So he
14.5K. There's nothing special. James Cameron,
Omega.
I don't think it's too big. It's too big.
He's got an
Ooh, here's
8.5-inch wrist though. That's a
I love.
got the
By
wrist
the
for
way, I love the Omega Pio Creamsicle. That's such a cool watch. Master Tokyo, nice. Grand Seiko, okay. Rolex Z Blue, nice. I agree with Archie. I would get Polar.
Yeah.
I would get Polar. If you can get Polar, you'll be very happy. It's a nice size for your wrist. And yeah, Archie's right. What the fuck, James Cameron? Big fucking deal. Polar is such a cool watch, and I love that's a very rare to have a white dial sport Rolex. It's so special, very special.
Yeah.
I like it.
Next super chat,
And
Thomas G.
he has a significant number of divers, Archie. I don't see GMT here, so we both know that Explorer 2 Polar is GMT. So I think that covers the angle. Do you agree?
100%. Next one, Burbing, Thomas G. €2. Archie, pull up Burb's watch, please. Let's share this. So I'm just pulling it up now. By the way, I want to ask Bear a Cartier question. Santos.
He's getting
So
a
which one
medium,
is yours,
right?
Bear? This is medium. Which one is
No,
yours?
not mine. No, we're
This
not
is the
getting
mid-size.
mine.
Is that what he's talking about
That's
there?
it.
That one?
That's it. Yes. Yes. How
Bear,
beautiful
can
is
I
that?
can I please,
How
whilst
beautiful.
we're talking Cartier,
Mm-hmm.
I want to ask you something. We'll do Pine Barren in 1 minute.
We
Bear,
have
I
a
want to
Pine
ask you.
Barren, and we also have. Let's hit the super chat. Well,
Okay, Pine
and then
Barren,
we can have-
$5. Arch, the Rolex text that is a laser cutter inside the bezel and around the entire inside bezel. Is that a bit much? Like Louis Vuitton design? Well, Arch, the Rolex text that is laser cut inside the bezel and around the entire, is it a bit much? That's
No,
the
it's
Rolex,
not.
Rolex. I don't even notice it. It's so
It's subtle.
fine.
It's subtle.
It's on the
subtle.
rehot.
Yeah,
It's subtle.
yeah. It's you don't even really
subtle.
notice it.
Go back to yeah. Mm-hmm.
Big Mech, $10. The Cartier is a chick mag. Wore my Santos in the club and bars and got plenty of attention from the ladies. Ooh.
Ladies,
And with
ladies love Cartier. Ladies love Cartier.
JT,
Not that,
$5.
Birmingham doesn't need a watch to attract the chicks, though. I mean, let's be honest
Marcelo,
about that.
irrespective of tagging, if you watch their channels regularly, which you said you do, then the algorithm will recommend them.
Not true.
And the truth is, I don't watch their channel regularly. I check once in a while just to double check something. I don't even watch their channel.
But if you guys have a
Fair.
lot of the same viewers,
No,
I
not true.
Okay.
No, they're tagging. They're tagging. Okay, let's just.
Guaranteed tagging.
Let me ask you this, Bear. For my wife, this is what she wants, Bear. And you recommend I should buy this brand new at retail.
Yes.
Cartier Tank Francais. This is it here.
Yes. Yeah.
Just buy it at
absolutely.
retail, Bear.
Exactly.
That's what
Paul.
you're saying. Is that what you're saying to me?
Yes, absolutely. Take maybe a nice video, do the little video about it, the boutique experience, capture. her
5-1, Bear. It's
reaction.
not cheap, just for a quartz piece of shit.
It's Cartier, Paul. It's not piece of shit. It's Cartier. You should get a bit of a discount on that.
No.
A little bit,
I
maybe.
could get it from Watches of Switzerland. They offered my super friend who's a big collector 2.5%
Super
off.
chats.
5% off.
Please.
5% discount.
Super chats, please.
Super chat, Ronnie Paul, $2. Arch Link posted the link for Ronnie Paul and KC Aquatics, 30 Malaysian ringgit. Batman Returns, Omega World Timer, Sky Dweller, multi-time trio completed. Omega Apollo 8, Zenith Chrono Sport, Daytona for Chrono Trio next. Thoughts?
Good question. Let's analyze this a little bit, please, and thank you. I mean, he did pay $10, so we can actually. Batman Returns. What do you mean? What does he mean by Batman Returns?
I'm guessing
That's the
new
Oyster
Batman.
Oyster Batman. Batman Returns, because it went Jubilee and then it's gone back to
Oh, thank you,
Oyster.
thank you. Yes. Omega
World Timer. That's a nice watch. Sky Dweller, multi-time trio. So that's his trio of GMT World Timers. Okay.
Beautiful.
Completed.
Omega Apollo 8. That's the one with the yellow second hand, the beautiful watch, ceramic. Zenith Chronomaster Sport, okay. Daytona for Chrono Trio.
You know what I would say?
Start the Diver Trio.
Look,
the Diver Trio.
You know what I would say? No, he's saying Omega, Apollo 8, Zenith, Daytona for Chrono Trio next. Thoughts? The only thing is, the problem with the Daytona is it's so expensive. That's the only problem. It is so dear. Instead of the Daytona, I would say, instead of the Daytona, he's got the Omega, he's got the Zenith. What's another key chronograph? Is the Caliber 11.
IWC?
Caliber 11?
IWC?
Caliber 11 Hoya?
IWC? IWC.
You don't like the
Portuguese?
Hoya?
I'd rather go with IWC than Hoyer.
The Portuguese?
I'd rather go, yes, I'd rather do that. But then I'm going to say, if you want to have ultimate chronograph trio, you have the Zenith, which is the first Swiss.
No, I'm just going to reboot. Guys, I'm going to reboot. I'll be back. Give me 5 minutes, okay? Can you cover me before Bear leaves?
Sure, sure.
What about the Tudor Panda? You know, in the affordable range.
Yeah, that's a great watch, and it would be you're talking to Diet Panda, right? Diet Panda, Tudor Panda. Yeah, that would be a good piece.
I mean, in the affordable range, if you want to talk like in that price range, you know, you want to go up, you know, then yeah, Daytona for sure.
Batman, Omega Walk Timer, Sky Dweller. So you see, he has 2 Rolex and 1 Omega in his multi-time trio. Then he has Omega, Zenith, Chronomasters. To be very honest with you, I would love for him to get Daytona. I really would love for him to get Daytona. It would just be fantastic. I'm not big on this Zenith. Well, what do you think, Ronnie? What do you think on this one?
Does the Breguet Type 21 have a bad name?
Not to me.
I like it. It looks good. I prefer it on a steel bracelet. I mean, I think it's a good watch.
I agree with you. I mean, and also Breitling.
Navitimer.
Yeah, Navitimer is a iconic, classic. See, there is a lot of options, which is a good thing. So it will come down to his taste. But why is he mentioning Daytona? I mean, Daytona is the ultimate choice here, right? So we're giving you some other options. Daytona is a Daytona. You cannot do wrong. It's just a price issue, right? Are you willing to pay what they are on the secondary market? And I'm going to be honest, I would never pay for what they asking for them on the secondary market.
It's Vacheron overseas chrono.
Those are now also exploding in value, but I don't think Vacheron overseas is the significant iconic chronograph. It's kind of add-on. And to be very honest with you, they're much more better. They're like a better choices from a chronograph perspective.
The three-hander is a much more classic watch.
When you talk iconic chronographs, you're talking Zenith, you're talking Omega, you're talking Rolex, you're talking
what about
IWC,
a special?
you're
what about a
talking
special Omega? What about one of the special Omegas, like a Snoopy or a Apollo 14?
Well, he's doing the Apollo 8, so.
Yeah, he has Apollo 8 and Snoopy.
Oh, he does.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
Snoopy is not. Snoopy is not. Okay. Snoopy is not. Okay. Snoopy is not.
Sorry.
Go ahead, Bear.
No, finish your thought, Mikey.
No, I just gonna say I miss every guess I've been guessing, so I'm going to stop guessing.
No, it's okay. I mean, to be honest with you, these were all great suggestions. Navitimer from Birmingham, even you know what? Even Breguet Type 20 is a good choice. It's a good value on the secondary market. I love that watch, and I like. See, this is interesting. Like people always try to have different style of collecting, and he is really doing it in his own way. He's got his multi-time trio. Now he's achieving his chrono trio. For me, three most iconic chronographs would be, if I'm going iconic, I'm not talking now aesthetics, it would be Zenith, El Primero. It would be, and I would probably doing the tribute 1969, Omega Speedmaster Professional, and Breitling Navitimer. I think those are the 3 most iconic, but it doesn't mean that I like them the most. And then it comes down to the taste, right? So, guys, jump in, tell me what you think.
I think a lot of people forget that Breitling, when the chronographs were first coming to market, right? you had Seiko as a big player for the automatic. Zenith El Primero was, well, they argue that, hey, that we're the first, but then there's another major group that developed the chronograph independently at the same time. And that Breitling was part of that conglomerate of watchmakers that were actively, trying to make that first automatic chronograph. So
Seiko, Bulova, and Omega, right?
No, Seiko, Zenith, and then it was a group of, it was like Breitling, Hamilton. It was a handful of watch companies that together were researching to try to, make an automatic chronograph, right? And up until that point, they were all manual wind, right?
Yeah,
So,
okay.
And Seiko was kind of first. There is the argument
to market, I mean, Seiko was able to mass produce them, but
right. So yeah, that's. I think that would be the thing. Now, I personally, to be honest with you, I don't find the regular Omega Speedmaster very attractive, and I'm kind of happy that he has the Omega Apollo 8. I think it's a very unique watch. It has a beautiful architecture of the movement. It's cool. It's different. Is Zenith Chronomaster Sport the one that
some people say is the knockoff of the Daytona?
Daytona? Oh, I love that. I like that a lot. I like it a lot, and I think I might get it. So obviously, I'm not going to argue on that. But would that be Zenith choice of mine? No. If I'm going for ultimate chronograph from Zenith, I would go Tribute 1969. You know, the 38 or 39 millimeter with the tricolor subdials.
Does that have the date wheel right at 6, or is that no date wheel?
I'm not sure. I'm not going to lie to you now. It escapes me. I don't know, so I'm not going to guess.
I do prefer the dial aesthetic when it is either right on the 6, that 435. That I don't know.
Nobody likes that.
Yeah.
Nobody likes that. But you know what? You cannot accept it in certain occasions.
Yeah.
Anyway, welcome back, Ponzi.
Has that helped?
I don't know. We'll see as we go, right? It's hard to tell right now.
Bear, I got to tell you, there was no super chats that came in when I was gone. You were joking, aren't you? What the fuck are you guys doing?
We were giving good value for this. It was a good discussion.
We were talking watches. People don't like, to be honest with you, it seems the watch talk is more toxic than anything. Than
cars, concrete boats, and motorbikes.
You know what? You're right, Paul. We should not mention watches. As much as we can avoid them, we should avoid them. So my respect to your position on that.
Ronnie Paul, how are you, man? You okay?
Yeah, I'm doing all right.
Ronnie Paul, I nearly quit the hobby yesterday.
Feeling better?
Super chat.
You know
Here we go.
After what? Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
KC Aquatics, 15 Malaysian ringgits. Thanks for the inputs. Thank you, KC Aquatics. You know what, Ronnie Paul? These soy boys, these flexing freaks, it just makes me want to wear steel. I can't stand it anymore.
I never liked the two-tone stuff or the solid gold stuff simply because I couldn't stand getting any swirls or damage on the piece. I mean, it's tough.
Gotta tell you, I agree with you, Ronnie Paul.
Like, I feel the same way the way you feel about the way the industry is going or the hobby is going. When I bought my first watch, it was in 2007. I wore that piece for a couple of years, and then I would find some other Rolex that I like to wear. So I'd pick another piece, buy another piece, and wear that for a few years. And I was doing that sort of like the same way people would buy a car, right? You know, you buy a car, you drive it for about 3
I did the same. I came in.
Super chat, please. From,
Bobby Legs, $5. Great discussion led by Bear. Well done, folks.
Thank you, Bobby. Much appreciated,
Thanks,
sir.
Bobby.
But I find that you can no longer do that. So right now, what I'm looking at is I have my own 5-piece Rolex collection, and the odds are going to be very high that if I go for another model, I'm going to have to either liquidate one of my existing watches, or that's the only way I'm going to be able to pick something up.
the
Hey,
prices.
do we know? Wait a second. Do we know?
shitty
Ronnie
reality.
Paul, what's your 5-piece collection? I want to hear it. I know we talked about it. I
Yeah,
want
I
to
showed
hear
it
it.
once. Yeah. Okay. So I have a Hulk, 2019. I got the SD 43, 2018. I got a James Cameron, 2021. I got a Sub No Date, 2021, and I have the Yachtmaster 2, 2015.
Very nice.
Very nice.
But
That 43 Sea Dweller is going to be collectible down
All
the
you
road.
need to do is add a Polar or a
Yeah.
Black Explorer 2 and you're done.
Well, I was
would not
looking
get
more
that.
for the GMT too. I was for the like the the black, the GMT.
That'd be a nice addition.
Yeah.
That'd be I wouldn't get rid of any of those, to be honest with you, if you don't have to. If you
Yeah.
don't
So
have to.
that's the
Sell
thing.
that crypto crap and put it into Rolex.
You know where I stand on that stuff, Archie. I can't deal with it.
We like gold.
Yeah.
Ronnie and I like gold.
Tell me this, would you rather get the booster
Okay.
or sell your crypto crap?
Get a booster.
I'd rather sell the crypto crap.
Whoa! Wowzers! He'd rather sell the... See, it's okay. Let's not even go into that, Ronnie Paul. Birminghard.
I got sick off that dirty needle. I'm not getting that again.
We all get sick.
Well, how many did you get?
I got just the
3.
2. No, I just got the 2. My wife got 3, and she's the one that's down for the count.
Okay, so just food for thought. Israel is onto their 5th.
Well, yeah, because what are they? Are they a Pfizer company?
Pfizer said it'll
exclusively
be
in Israel,
over
right?
in 6 months, by the way, just out of interest
got
there.
money.
Pfizer, they seem to be winning the war on this.
They got money to make.
Bear, Cartier, what do you think? Could you honestly buy a ladies' Cartier at retail?
Of course, I did. I bought Bunny her two-tone 36 millimeter Ballon Bleu. And she loves it. She loves it.
Arch, I couldn't find one used. I've been looking for weeks for the size medium with a new. I wanted the new bracelet. Was
Santos
like
is-
Any
Santos
discount?
is
Any
hot.
discount?
no. So I went in. They had taken over the Cartier contract from another dealer that gave a discount, and Cartier pulled their license or their certificate.
No,
So they're like,
I
"Yeah, we
understand what
can't."
you're
I'm like,
saying, man.
"Right."
Is Cartier worth it, Pat?
Cartier is becoming stable in their value retention.
You know what my wife said to me, Bear?
I love when Archie asks a question and doesn't give a flying fuck what you answer.
My wife said, sell the two-tone Datejust that she has
No,
and buy a...
no. Why would you?
That's what she
Cartier.
said to me. She hates
Yeah.
it. She doesn't like it.
I believe it.
Really?
Yeah. Wants a quartz
Like-
Cartier.
like Joe said, the ladies, they like Cartier. They don't care about the movement.
Cartiers
Well,
do look
you know
good.
what? I remember when I was
Look good on women.
I told Bunny, look at this beautiful OP. It was OP 36 millimeter. I think it was white silver dial, and she said, no, I would rather have Chanel. And in my mind goes, holy shit, they're gonna lose shitload of money on that. But they don't care. They don't look at that as like Chanel. Please change your mind. Don't. No. It's not. Oh yeah, I like this much more. Obviously, the AD started encouraging that. You know, oh yeah, she's right. Of course, she's fucking right because you want to sell Chanel. You rather sell Chanel than Rolex, and it's just they see things so differently than us. Eh? We immediately think value retention and blah 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 blah. Go through the whole process, checklist in our head. But the ladies are different. The ladies
Women-
are different.
A lot of them should not all, but most. They don't care about the resale value at all. But
At all.
exclusivity they like.
Yeah,
there
that's
is no
true,
argument
that's true.
that a Cartier tank on a woman's wrist is about as fucking good looking as it gets.
But I bought her the tank. I bought her the Banois. That's beautiful. It's 18 karat Cartier. Why
She didn't
doesn't she
like
like
it?
that one?
That's not a square case, right? That one's like
That's
a
a circle.
like
circle.
a
Yeah.
ovular. Yeah.
Oh.
You know what,
I don't-
Archie? You need to stop buying shit that nobody wants. You're
That's where you
basically
get the
what
deal.
you're doing.
That's where you get the deal.
What?
Or bang per buck.
I'm being serious. And then you, on the top of it that nobody wants, you go to that lady boy from Japan, and then you go scroll down to the cheapest one, and then you apply the coupon on it, and you
Pumpkin
hope for the
code.
best. And you hope for the best. That's not how you buy Cartier. I'm sorry to tell you. In that case, get a Tissot or get her some kind of shitter like that. If you go in Cartier, give a lady proper AD boutique experience and enjoy. I want to see champagne. I want to see capturing that moment.
How do you get champagne at Cartier? What's the secret to that?
You ask for it.
What do you
You
say?
prearrange. You prearrange. You say, my wife is coming. We're getting this watch. I want.
Yeah, I think
I want
I
roses.
think Bear is right. I think
Sure,
I did get
good
the
time.
champagne. Yeah. But in Rolex, I don't get shit no more. I mean, they used to
No,
give
no.
champagne, chocolate.
I think
They
all I
don't
ever
give
got,
nothing now.
all I ever got was bottled water.
No, I'm still getting small bottles of water from Rolex. Yeah, this I'm getting. But they used to bring champagne before and chocolate with Rolex, logos there. They don't bring this no more. Since Corona, they reduced this. They don't do it.
Holy shit. I
Hey,
don't know what to say.
Archie, out of interest, do you remember the first time in your life that when you found out about or heard about Rolex?
That's a good question.
Do you recall that? Because I could recall my own, but I'd be interested in hearing what yours would be.
Me too.
I remember as a kid I came from Brisbane. Brisbane, we're not really that fancy, wancy, sophisticate, okay?
Brisbane is a Tudor capital of the world. Tudor,
Exactly.
Tudor.
Tuners. So, I got a Omega Quartz Seamaster as a kid.
How old were you?
I was in year 9, 1986.
9 years old, you got a Quartz Omega?
No, year 9 at high school.
That means 12 years old?
13, 14, I think.
Shit.
And I bought the Omega and I said, Omega's the best in the world. He goes, actually, Rolex. The guy said, Rolex.
Interesting. That is actually very interesting.
So for myself, I actually found out about it much earlier than you. I was in grade 2. It was like 1979. And one of my schoolmates.
Hey, 1979. You know what the funny thing is? Grade 2, I was also in grade 2 in 1979. Grade 3 was 1980.
Good.
That's
Yeah,
yes.
Look, grade 2, grade 3 doesn't help. Age.
You're only-
8
you're
years
only-
old?
You're only 2 months older than me.
Okay.
So anyways, I was in grade 2 and a friend of mine, he was going with his parents to New York City. And back then, flying to New York City, if you're a Canadian, it was a big deal because not too many people were doing much flying. So he went to New York City in the middle of the school year with his parents for a week for a visit. And when he came back from his trip, you know how every day you have a show and tell? The kids would bring in a toy and show a toy or something like that.
Yes.
So on his first day back, he was the first one up to show what he got from New York City. And the teacher asked
They
him,
don't do this anymore. You can't do this anymore in
Are you
schools.
kidding? They don't do that. Oh, that's crazy.
No, because it's
demeaning.
Yeah.
Super chat, please.
Crazy.
Super chat. Sorry, Lou, $5 was working at Cartier for my wife, but was able to get a 31 date just Jubilee fluted steel bezel and white gold with white dial with Romans retail.
And that's
There
great.
you
The
go.
problem is if a wife doesn't like Rolex? It's not like her favorite watch. Because honestly, I find that women are more into Chopard, Chanel, Cartier.
So here's a secret, right? Nobody's watching, so I don't think my wife will find out. But
Sure.
a big thing. So for me, I could have gotten the full size or the medium, right? But with that quick adjustment,
you said she can wear it.
yes, if I can easily take out links, then it might be one that she can wear sometimes too. And so it's like one of those ones that maybe we'll just speed up the next purchase where it's like, oh, that's both of ours.
Santos is too manly. I don't see
Even
Santos.
I haven't seen it on her wrist, but I was hoping that.
No, I'm telling you, ladies are not Santos. I never seen a lady enjoying Santos.
More the tanks.
I might be wrong.
The Galbi. What about
Or
the old the Galbi? The Galbi.
Yeah, it just didn't have the quick adjust bracelet system and
No, I'm saying ladies wear the Galbis.
Yeah.
I'm talking to
Yeah,
Bear there. That the Galbi is ladies love that, Bear. Come on.
Yeah. I'm not arguing on that. It's a different design. It's smaller. It's different.
So,
Amazing. So what happened? So he went to show and tell, and he brought a Rolex.
So
They
he
bought it
pulled-
for him or his dad's Rolex.
No. He pulls out the teacher. He had already shown the teacher what it was before. So she told him, I remember his name. His name was Dave. And she goes, David, show the class what you got. And he shows this watch. And, it's just, everyone was wearing a watch back then, right? It was like cell phones today. So everyone's wondering what's so special about this watch. And the teacher asks him, tell them what makes this watch so special. And he says, well, it's a Rolex.
It's the one and only
his name's David. You haven't remembered his name.
So what sort of Rolex was it?
So it was so hold on. It was a stainless steel Oyster Perpetual, and it was a fake.
How did you know that?
Okay, so this is the other thing. So he was showing us what I was looking at the dial, and you know how Rolex is spelled capital ROLEX?
Yeah.
So the Rolex on his watch was spelled capital R, capital O, capital L, lowercase l, capital E, capital X. And that was my birth regarding Rolex.
Interesting.
David's not a legend anymore.
1979. And I was amazed. I think at that time those watches were going for $1,000.
Real ones.
But for me, the first time that I saw,
I want to say good night, guys. Thank you for having me on the live stream. See you tomorrow. Much appreciated.
Yeah, Bill.
Bye, Bear. Have a good night.
For me, first time I saw a Rolex in my life, I was 13 years old, and it was when my uncle, when we're sitting Friday night in Canada in my Moroccan family, like 20 kids, his brothers, everybody, and my uncle is a hair designer, and he wanted to flex and show off. So my other uncle that was working with jewelry gave him the sub. That was in 1986. He gave him a solid gold Submariner with a blue dial and the blue bezel. And we all passing the watch around us, and we holding, and it seems that time that he looked like heavy. My father also was like holding, like, yeah. And then he was putting his watch with a big smile, I remember, and then he's like a show-off watch, right? And he was feeling uncomfortable, and then one of the uncles said, no, this is for work. And then, yeah, it's for work. That was like, this is exactly what he needed to cut people hair, like a solid sub.
What did he do for work? How rich were these people?
He's a hairdresser. Or a barber.
Hair designers, they cut their hair.
How did they have so much money then?
That's
a lot of money.
That's just Marcelo. They told you he was a hairdresser. That's not.
No, they did.
It's not
I
what
mean,
it
the whole family was in hair design. I mean, they cut the hair from Celine Dion and Claudia Schiffer and a lot of the they used to sneak into let's say famous people to cut their hair. I mean, one of my uncles, she used to cut the hair of a very very rich Argentinian one that actually did create the cement something. She used to fly her with a private jet to Argentina.
Created cement boats.
I think, yeah, she died already, but it was an old lady. She used to fly. She used to send a private jet to my aunt to go to Argentina to cut her hair and fly her back.
Wow.
And my aunt, she used to tell me she used to come to open the safe. It was this much money. She used to take the money like this. Okay, here, and not even counting, by the size. How much money to take out here? Take. Insane stories, Arch. Insane stories. I can tell you stories until tomorrow. Insane stories with these people. I mean,
Birmingham, what made you? So with the Cartier, you've got it, or it's coming, or what's the story?
No, it's I paid in full for it, and then they order it from Cartier, or if they get another allocation, which they haven't been getting a ton of them in. I mean, they'd be getting like one a month in the size I wanted. They had the full size large in stock, but I wanted the medium. So if they just get allocated one before mine comes in, then they'll maybe give me that one. But I'm trying to get a different color strap because it comes with a bracelet and then a quick change leather strap. So I'm trying to get the dark blue leather strap instead of the tan, which it normally comes with.
Oh, I see. And they said they could do that, or what did they say?
Yeah, it sounds like they will probably be able to do that, but I don't know if that'll delay things or not. But we'll see.
Wow, amazing! How much is that going to cost? That's a lot of money. That watch.
Yeah, they're for tax $6,800.
Do you mind spending that much, or how do you feel? You really wanted it. That's it. $6,800.
I saved. I'm on the Dave Ramsey plan still, Arch. This is like several months of savings and like putting stuff away and getting nothing for Christmas and nothing for my birthday and just
fucking hell.
Wait until I get there.
Oh, Jesus. Do you like this saving? How do you find it? It's raw reward and sacrifice, isn't it?
It is
live
habit.
like nobody else, so you can live like nobody else.
That's right. It's habit at this point. I don't even years of practice.
Yeah. No, I understand. I completely get it. I understand what you're saying. No, that's a fair point. I think realistically, you've got to get something that you like. There's no point getting things that it's your money. You got to buy what you like, don't you?
That's right. So that's where I'm at.
What do you think?
Yeah, now I got to get a watch box next.
What sort of watch box are you going to get?
I'm doing an LV. Yeah. Shoot.
No, get a Goya.
Sometime during the year 22, some new brand of watch boxes will be introduced. But
yeah, tell me about this CNC stuff that people keep.
Yeah. I'm not gonna say that to everybody, man. I'm just not comfortable saying that to everybody. And I'm not going to talk about CNC anything.
No, that's okay. We just look, Mike. I got to tell you, man. I'm really excited for you to be trying things. It's a tough world. Look, Mike, don't be pressured into anything. If it works, it works. If you change your mind, It doesn't matter. Just relax.
I'm not changing my mind. I'm actually making forward progress. Behind the scenes. I'm just not talking about it because
I keep it as a secret, Mike.
Show yet.
When
I have something to show, like once a part is made that's finished, the top. We're working on the top right now. When the top's done, I'll show it. you know. But until then, it's
Yeah.
just talk, and I don't want to be tall talk, and
No,
you
no,
know,
no. You don't want to overpromise. You want to
becomes a big
underpromise.
joke, and I don't want to be a big
Yeah.
joke.
No, Mike. We completely understand there. I've got to tell you, Birmingham, Cartier. You know what? They used to be. I remember Cartier. You go duty free shop, they'd give you one you could get a discount.
Yeah.
Not anymore. It's very, very hard to get anything off.
There other
Very
brands are
hard.
following suit though too. I mean,
Yeah.
What about Bulgari? Why you don't like Bulgari?
Look, well, this is a lady's watch. I mean, just telling you what my wife likes. I mean, I think Bulgari, you know, I never really liked them. People like the Octo Femissimo, you know, that Octo.
Finissimo, yeah,
They're
yeah.
expensive.
Octoromo looks
Yeah.
similar. Yeah.
It's
And didn't Gerald Genta design one for him a long time?
yeah,
But
they
it had
say
like the
that.
Bulgari all around the.
Ellis is expired by that. But,
And they had aluminum,
the
aluminum. You know, same
Bezel.
as
Yeah.
in the 80s they used to use it as house siding. You know.
Are you what? They had an aluminium watch? Are you serious?
Yeah, they had that aluminum.
Just the bezel, like not a rotating bezel, just.
Really?
I'll just be 1 minute. I just got to take this call. 1 minute.
Okay. Well, nobody complained about the aluminium bezel that Rolex did before the ceramics, including the Tudors today.
Well, but aluminum wood. I mean, it does fade a little bit, and so it's not as resistant to sun. And I mean, now we see that as like, oh, like a really cool thing, you know, like a Bakelite bezel or that kind of thing. Like there's collectors that now pay extra.
Something that I don't understand why. Just tell me why they decide to put an aluminium bezel.
What?
No, an aluminium bezel instead of putting a steel bezel. Steel would make more sense. It would be more,
But
how we say,
I think
resisted.
Yeah, but steel's harder to work with than aluminum. So aluminum, they're able to do it cheaper. And so there are companies that do. Actually, Tudor has a steel bezel, I think. Seiko's done some where instead of aluminum, it's actually a steel. So it can be done. It's just that costly.
Rolex? Rolex not supposed to care about the cost. They put the aluminium bezel in a Rolex. That look a little bit bizarre.
Like neo vintage ones.
Aren't the pre ceramic Rolex bezels aluminum?
Yeah, they did them.
Yeah, it was. That's why I say
several years. But
instead of aluminium, they could put it steel. It would respect the price that you pay for a Rolex.
And anodized aluminum fades in the sun too. If it gets
fades
sunlight,
and it oxidizes. So I think aluminum becomes more brittle than steel. And so, like Rolex's Explorer 2, right? That one's a steel bezel because if you're, working, if you're spelunking or against the rock, you'd rather have a steel bezel.
Sure.
No, but you could, but I understand the idea of painting because they wanted to paint the bezel. You still can paint in steel, and actually is more resisted than aluminum. So
sorry about that, guys. I thought it was Rolex ringing me to tell me my Pepsi had come in, but no.
Instead, who was it?
Archie, I have a question.
It was the orthodontist asking when I'll be making the next payment for my son's teeth. Now,
Archie, I have a question. Why Rolex decide to put back in the day a aluminium bezel instead of putting a let's say a steel bezel that is much more resistant?
Well, hang on, stop. The original GMT had Bakelite. I think that the Bakelite they used, which is a plastic, and they cracked. So the whole reason for this is because steel itself, you've got to remember, you're talking 1950s. They didn't have CNC machines. It was a bitch to work on. So basically, they wanted something light. Otherwise, it's a bitch to turn. and they wanted something easy. So aluminum insert with a steel ring was a pretty easy solution. That's the whole reason. Birminghard, I want to ask you something.
What's up?
How do you feel paying full retail for a Cartier? I mean, far out. That's
I'd rather pay full retail for a Rolex.
a Rolex.
80's never calling. It's always just the orthodontist calling to pay the bill instead of them calling and saying they got a Rolex for me.
Yeah,
So
I gotta.
it seems that just the market's has gotten so hot that Rolex and some other hard to get pieces are way above retail.
It's so far fucking out of range, man.
Yeah,
It's like,
and then that rising tide lifts all boats, and just more people seem to be getting into the watch market, and the Earth's population grows, the middle class grows. When I was young and I would fly on a plane, I had to dress up, I had to wear dress pants, on the plane. It was this dress code. Now it's like walking through
it's
a
like a
Walmart
bus.
shopping
It's
center.
like a bus,
People are
yeah.
taking off their socks on the plane.
I
and,
know.
it's like,
and then
what
they put
is the
their
matter
feet,
with these people?
and then they exactly.
So it's things have gotten to the point where it's like, all right, it's not this exclusive thing anymore. You can fly on the cheap. So same thing with watches.
The problem is
I'm in the worst position of all because I've still got at least 2 more Rolexes to go before I feel complete. Like I've completed my Rolex collection, my basic Rolex collection. And, the longer I wait, the more it's going to cost,
Well, the prices are going up exponentially. So what you should do is get rid of that 335i before the turbo shits itself.
That's twin turbo,
And
by the way.
Buy
twin turbo to you.
Buy a couple of Rolexes now. You'll thank me. That's what I would do.
It's got high miles on it. And I only got 3 payments left on it, so that's a possibility, Archie. But even if I sold the 335, it wouldn't come close to being able to buy a Rolex.
How much would you get for the 335?
Blue Book's between 14 and 19 right now.
Okay.
It's 11 years old.
Yeah. Yeah.
100,000 miles on it. Miles, not kilometers.
Yeah. Yeah. Ronnie Paul.
So,
I gotta tell you, man, seriously, let me say this to you. Get that Explorer 2. You need a GMT.
GMT, yeah.
The problem with the Rolex GMTs are they're expensive. That's why I said get the black dial Explorer 2. It's the easiest way in to complete your collection, man.
I'll think about it. Listen, I got a watch I want to show you.
Yeah.
This is the watch I'm going to show you right now. This is my first proper watch. I got this watch in 1987 when I was going into confirmation because I was going to a Catholic school at the time. So I had a sponsor.
I remember that shit.
You would choose a sponsor, and the sponsor would give you a gift for that special.
Are you
day.
still Catholic now, or you've given up that?
I'm not practicing.
Okay.
I'm not practicing.
Do you still believe?
I still believe. So, anyways, Archie, look.
It's called brainwashing, Birminghard. Seiko quartz.
This is the original box.
Yeah. That was a good little gift. They were not, that was a good little gift to get.
Oh.
Oh, but hey, you know what?
Those
you don't
are
know
special.
something.
Those are
You
special.
want to know something?
Nice. I remember this. This is a gold coating, no?
Yeah, it's,
Yes.
it's what do you call it? It's
Plated.
plated.
Yeah. Gold
You
fill.
know what?
Gold fill.
It's square, so they were trying to go like the like Cartier, right? Because it's a square piece.
Yeah. They were expensive little gift, those.
Yeah, I think at the time, I think my sponsor
$200?
$200 for it. Yeah.
Picked a good
Because
sponsor.
you know why? I know that before I had the Omega, I actually had that same, very similar. I think it was more rectangular.
Right,
Seiko.
Ronnie,
And I
used
said to
have
my
this
dad,
one
"Can you
with
buy
the
this off
digital in the bottom.
me? So can you buy this off me so I can get the Omega?"
Anyways,
Does it still work just fine? I mean, maybe
Yeah.
you know what? I'd have to put a fresh battery in it. I haven't
Yeah.
because I can't wear it. It's pretty much a
But
lady's
you know
watch
what,
now.
man? You got to take the old battery out because it'll
Yeah.
leak.
Totally.
Yeah.
Have you taken the old battery out?
Ronnie,
I'm
I
pretty
don't know
sure.
if you
Yeah,
remember.
my dad took it out years ago.
Oh,
But
good.
what do you,
Good.
I think it might be good idea just to double check that, Ronnie Paul.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ronnie,
Yeah.
I don't know if you remember. They had this exactly the same one like you have, with another addition of a digital panel in the bottom. You remember that one?
Like an LCD one with that.
Y-
That was a
yeah.
different one.
talking
Yeah,
like
yeah, that
Casio,
one
like
I
a
had.
calculator
That
watch,
one I
or-
had. I had
No,
that
it had dual. It had analog and digital. It was a kind of a
Yeah,
quirky
yeah.
thing
Fancy.
there.
It was
Yeah, that's
around
right. Because in the 80s, in the 70s, they were really, really expensive, and they were a lot chunkier, the bracelets.
Right.
But by the 80s, they'd become cheaper, and they were still $200 in the 80s when you got that. That was like that's like $1,000 today.
Think so?
Oh shit!
Was
do
it
you
a dual
reckon?
time?
Thinking
Was it a
about
dual
it,
time, or
yeah.
just it was just displaying?
You don't
the
think it's
same
like
time to your
$1,000
photos?
today, like $700 today?
This Seiko?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Baba, I have a
inflation.
we're talking
question.
inflation. Yeah,
Interesting.
inflation. That's what I'm saying. It used to be expensive to
It's
fly
40
places.
years
Now
ago.
cheap.
It's 30
Yeah.
years ago.
Yeah.
Just
1987.
10 years ago, I bought my Seiko Orange Monster for $129 off Amazon, and they're selling for $800 now. And it's just a big chunk of a tool watch automatic diver. You know, they're all going up.
I never really got to wear it that much. I was always, being told by my mom that I should be wearing it only on special occasions. So for most
Don't you love it?
Yeah, most of its life it was living in a box, so it's pretty much unscathed. It's a mint
But
watch.
isn't it nice to have it as a souvenir still?
I mean, I still have it. It's still in my collection, and I'm showing it to you right now.
Yeah.
What about this, Arch? You know, we talk about all the ADs and all these new watches and all the ceramics and everything, but there are a lot of pre-ceramic subs, pre-ceramic everything out there, like the V's and the M's that are unmolested. They're still new enough that they haven't been fucked with or serviced or polished out, and they're reasonable. The price is reasonable. And we don't really even discuss them, and they're actually affordable.
No, they're expensive. They're not cheap. No, they're not affordable. No.
But they're less than like a new ceramic, right? I mean, a new ceramic sub's approaching 20 grand. A no hole sub, sub's like 14 or 13.
I got to be honest with you. That's still over retail, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's still over retail. There's no look. I got to tell you the truth there.
I think
You notice with Bear, I know people who have this AD relationship. They won't get nothing for nobody. They know the price. They had to eat a lot of shit sandwiches to get the good stuff.
Yeah. They're just going to share their dessert. They had to eat all their veggies. Can't blame them.
Exactly. So it's kind of.
Have you thought, Arch, as far as like even just for your other channels? I mean, because for years, you know how big of a supporter you were of Rolex because it represented like a good value. It'd be stable, right? Have you thought about like as far as other brands and things like that?
Look, I got to be honest with you, I'm really disappointed in the whole community.
Yeah, but you can't
I don't
leave.
like.
We need you though.
I know, but I don't like where it's gone. You know what I mean? I don't like how these have become commoditized.
Yeah.
I don't enjoy that. I just find it. These are commoditized. I don't like that.
But really
don't.
Look,
it seems
So,
to be just a
but-
few
but-
brands,
The
right?
whole world around you, just fucking falling to shit.
But you need to understand where Archie come from. I mean, the family was basically in Russia was like from a how we say, a communist country that's being controlled
Well, actually,
and manipulated.
my parents were
Yeah.
born in England. My dad and my mum was born in
Yeah.
Australia, so they've never actually even been there. But
He's still a poor
Yeah, but
boy
there
from a
is
poor
the
family, but
against,
not.
how we say,
yeah,
against control, Archie, against control, against being
Yeah.
manipulated and controlled. So this
guys,
what
I got to
basically
tell you
trying to say.
something. It's disappointing, Snake.
Hmm.
Man, I just feel for newbies who come into the hobby. They can't get nothing. There's nothing to get.
But it's only a few. It's like anything Rolex, right? AP Royal Oak, the sport Patek, right? So the 5711s, the
No,
the
all
Nautilus
Pateks
stuff.
you can't get without purchase history now.
Yeah,
Nothing. They will not sell you anything without purchase history.
and then RM are the ones that like all the flexors are really going after, and you are a really big advocate for Rolex, which that's a brand that's like now becoming like you've been saying for the last several months. You're like, this is becoming a Grail watch company now.
Well, it
Like,
is now. For a lot of
now
people,
it's
one
not-
Rolex is a Grail.
So
To
now it's
have
not
that.
it's not easy to have just that as your bread and butter. Like, yeah, you're gonna have a
No,
collection
it's
of Rolexes.
not a bread
It's
and
like,
butter.
well, shoot,
It's not a bread and butter. No.
you're right.
I'm not necessarily a newbie either. I mean, I bought my first watch 10 years ago because of watching your video first, Archie. Bought my first Submariner for 4,300 and had quite a large collection, but lost it. So now I'm in the position of having to rebuild it, and I'm doing so like with brand new stuff if I can get my hands on it. That's the position I'm in.
No, that's
the other-
a terrible way. You lost things in the fire, and you had the motorcycle accident. See,
Yeah,
I wonder how many
lost
watches
the
each
Submariner
year
there.
are taken out of circulation through fires, accidents like that. And he had a motorcycle accident. How many are lost each year? We don't know, do we?
My jeweler loves
Archie,
it.
I throw away in the garbage Bella Ross, thinking that it was a fake watch. That was in 2014.
Oh shit!
I shouldn't laugh. I'm sorry, Marcelo.
No, it's okay. I'm also like, I'm still.
Maybe it was real.
It's easy enough to think one of those are fake because they just have a look about them
Yeah,
where
they got
But
that.
it's
Look, I still hope it was a fake because my uncle used to have a reputation not to give me a lot of good things. If actually not that uncle, actually that uncle was a new. But here is the
Whatever
thing.
helps
I
you sleep
hope,
at night.
I hope it was fake, even so that people tell me Bella Ross. Even today, they don't fake it. I mean, definitely not.
No, they fake them now. I don't know if they were faking them. If that was a
Okay.
more common one. But
Guys, I'm going to wrap this show up. Guys, thanks for coming. I'll be back tomorrow. See you later. And chat later.